A great big good morning to you. It's fantastic to have your company this morning. I'm Jenny Cleary. I'll be with you until 1 and then again tonight. Sorry about that. I'm joined by the gorgeous Bee this morning with her book.
Hello.
Good morning, my lovely. You've done some beautiful designs this morning. We've been flicking through your book. I just love it.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to do because it keeps a record then of everything I've made so far. And I do forget. I keep looking back, and then if I want to make any of them again, I probably will.
You've got it all on record, yeah. And it
yes.
refreshes your memory, doesn't it? We're going to be talking a little bit more about Bee's book later. Now I'm going to bring your attention to the fact that we've got some pink opal on this morning's show. You need to be very quick on the uptake with this because we only have limited quantities. It is a very sought after gemstone here at Jewellery Maker. Who doesn't want to work with opal? We all do, don't we? So we've got pink opal, and we've also got, have a look at this. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Isn't it gorgeous? We've also got an exquisite strand of moonstone for you. So two very high-end gemstones coming up in today's show, so make sure you're staying tuned. We've got Challenge Bee, we've got some bundles coming up for you as well. Now we're going to kick off today's show with our early bird, which is an absolutely essential addition to your jewellery making. Have a look. We're talking about silver. We're talking about findings. When you use silver findings, I think you're adding that little finishing touch to your jewellery, aren't you? You're really making your jewellery look and feel professional. And I think people are drawn to that. Have a look. Because these could be beads. These could be great. They're lightweight enough to go in earrings. How are you going to use yours? Because you can weave in and out of them with monofilament. You could probably weave some beads in and out of these as well. You get a big pack, and I love that design. So all those, almost like crochet, aren't they? Crocheted holes ready for you to work with. These would look really stunning as a feature on a necklace. They'd look beautiful on a bracelet. They're definitely lightweight enough that you could use them in earrings. I love the fact that they've got that sort of dimension about them as well. They're not flat, are they? So you've got that dimension too. There is always the element of expense when we're talking about silver coloured findings, and that's exactly what you've got here. What I love is the fact that these have been texturized. So you can see that, can't you? You can see that texturizing of the silver, almost like a brushing, but it's very subtle. That's an ancient Arabic technique which was adopted very heavily actually of late by the Italians. Now if you want your early bird, you're going to get them at an amazing price tag. Get yourself on the phone lines, come shopping with us online or the w's.jewellerymaker.com, or get yourself on the blower 0800 6 444 655 for a pack of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just checking. And they are all E-coated, so they're hypoallergenic, and that E-coating will prevent oxidization. You get 10 all silver coated with real silver on copper for a crazy low price tag of £3.95. This is why we call it an early bird special, but you better be quick, because when we give you the early bird, we do expect it to fly out. 0800 6 444 655. You've always got a 30-day money-back guarantee. When we see price tags like this, it's all about the multi-buy, and be smart and multi-buy. Think about your profit margins. If you're buying from us to make up jewellery to sell on, you've got to think of your profit margins when we give you tiny price tags like this. Copper that has been immersed in real silver, and you get that fabulous look. Have a look, and they're E-coated, so that makes them it's fine, it makes them hypoallergenic. So anybody that can't wear any other metals apart from silver and gold, you get a lot of people, you know, this is a way of making it acceptable for them by E-coating. They're 16 by 9 millimeters. This is your early bird at £3.95. You've got yourself an amazing deal. And if your mind is already going crazy thinking about how you can use this, you definitely multi-buy. They're flying out the door. Now, probably, you know, do you know what I think these look great with? Black gemstones. Have a look. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Very beautiful together with other gemstones, and they just bring out the best. I think if you're thinking about buying that opal, how nice would it be to have these pretty spacer beads? Aren't they gorgeous? £3.95, and that's for all 10, by the way. You get all 10 at that price tag. Well done to everybody who's in a queue on the phone lines. It's not too long. If you're shopping with us online tonight, make sure tonight? Too used to the night show, aren't I? If you're shopping with us online today, make sure you check out your baskets. Let's start off Bees Challenge. You have got those monochrome looks. Have a look. And you've got the ET heads. Have a look at these. Now you've got your crackle quartz. The clarity on these is absolutely fantastic. Now I think each one of the gemstones that I'm about to show you is a staple gemstone, and by that I mean that you need them in your stash, don't you, Bea? The blacks and the whites, you've always got to have them there.
They're the heart.
They're the heart. I like that.
Yeah, nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the heart of starting point, really.
So they're like your bread and butter gemstones.
Everybody needs black and white. You know, I've sold more black and white than anything.
Yeah. I just think because anyone can wear black or white, can't they?
And it goes with everything. Yeah.
It does go with it. And no matter, say you've only got a few of some gemstone, you think, I really want to incorporate, you know, this beautiful coloured gemstone, but what can I put it with? It's always one of your staple gemstones.
Yes, especially the crackle.
The crackle quartz is gorgeous, and I love it because it's so sparkly, isn't it? Yeah. And when you put it next to something like a pearl, it just takes on that pearlescence almost. Yeah. And or anything that's got a slight rainbow to it looks really good with labradorite. And I love that sparkle in hair combs and tiaras. You know I love wearing my hair combs. And what I also love is that faceting on these gemstones. You've got like a checkerboard faceting. Isn't that gorgeous? Aren't they fabulous? Look at the clarity as well. So if you're thinking about working with some coloured beading thread, which has really been the trend at the moment, then this is a great gemstone to work with because the clarity is exceptional. You can see that, can't you? And those crackles just seem to refract all the different colours that you place next to the gemstone right back at you. Now you have also got shell plain rounds, and they're beautiful. There's a milky white with a bit of iridescence that I just love about these gemstones. They're almost similar to moonstone, I would say. And they remind you of the moon, don't they? And then take a look at that jet. Isn't it gorgeous? Now these are rondelles, so they'll serve you in so many different ways. I love that shape, and I love the fact that this is a gemstone that looks so great next to your silvers and golds, doesn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. You've also got 3 agate spacer beads. Now you can use these as connectors, you can use these, I wonder how Bea's gonna use them. You can use these in quite a few different ways. I've never used one, so it's gonna be really exciting to see what Bea does with these. But I do know they're a very, very popular element. So it'd be really nice to see what you're going to do with these. I mean, I have seen them before, lots of times, but I've never personally used them.
I haven't. I've seen them, but I haven't used them.
Yeah, I love them though.
My brain's going overtime at the moment.
I think I'd use them maybe as connectors, I'm not sure. If I was going to make my own findings with wire, they'd be a really comfortable connector.
Yes.
But I think they're a feature. I don't want to just say that they're connectors, because I think they could be a major feature.
A major feature. Mm.
Yeah. So you've got 3 of those. EEG C38. It's called the Classical Collection, and it's £24.95 for the 3 connectors and the 3 strands at £24.95. If you were to buy all the elements individually, we'd be talking about £38. So you are making a massive saving this morning by buying in bulk at £24.95. Look at those colours, and they're all must-have gemstones. The white shell rounds are 8mm. You've got 150 carats in the cracked quartz faceted rectangles, and they're 14 by 10. And you've got 175 carats in the jet. The plain rondelles are 10 by 6. And the black agate gemstone connectors are 31 by 19mm, and you get 3 of those. The Classical Collection, £24.95. Let's go on over to our bee. I'm coming over to you.
Okay.
Are you ready for me, bee?
Yes.
So, you've got 3 classics, and actually we were looking at these earlier, weren't we?
Yeah.
And Deanna said, right, I think I'm going to give you the classics, and you said, oh, good, yes. So have you already got lots of ideas? I can see.
Yeah, I've got the aliens.
Connectors.
Yeah,
the aliens.
I've got them as a feature at the moment. I've had them lined up, so these boards are really good because you can kind of work things out. And I've got them in an arrangement there that's more of a feature than anything.
Very organised, Bee.
Well,
because all of your gemstones are already separated.
I have to be organised. And I found some fittings, and I've got a choice of putting gold or silver.
It doesn't matter with any of these gemstones. It all looks great, doesn't it?
It all looks lovely, yeah.
But what are you thinking first of all?
I'm thinking black and gold.
I'm thinking it's very elegant,
it's
very Chanel.
Very elegant, yeah.
Very Chanel.
Very
would go with what you're wearing as well.
And then I'm thinking the silver with the cracked quartz, which I think is lovely anyway.
Very bridal, that would be.
Yeah, yeah. And I think very neutral.
Yeah.
You know, if you or you could have just one single colour with something quite neutral.
Yeah.
And the whole thing would be quite dynamic because it's not multicoloured, which is I really like. You know.
Yeah, because anyone can wear it then.
Sometimes just a singular feature colour is good. I thought these were mother of pearl.
I know the pearlescence coming off those shell pearl
is
amazing.
That's nice. I haven't seen mother of pearl for a while.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Beautiful. Yeah, let me show you that. There's a real pearlescence to these, which is just fantastic. Which means if you've got them in a dangle, they're just going to catch the light, aren't they? Yeah. They're gorgeous.
And the nice thing is they're not white. They've got this beautiful ivory cream.
Like a vanilla kind of colour.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. I love that iridescence. You've got loads to work with.
I have.
So you're thinking the connectors all together as a feature. That's really interesting because I would never have thought of that.
Well, this is why I don't think you need to rush into making jewellery. You can play with the board, and then I usually have something else at the side, like we've got here,
so that you can
and I lay things out, and then I move them around, and very quickly you start to see more ideas than if you just rush to put something together.
I think, do you know what? And if you want the bead board, it's available on our website. It's just a couple of pounds. I think it's £3.95 or something.
You've got to have more than one, because you might be working on a few things. And like I'm at home, I have all sorts of things on the go.
But it's so organised, it all together.
Yeah.
And it just keeps everything. And then, the great thing about the bead board is that it's all got your measurements on the side.
It's got the measurements, yeah.
So it's just so much easier.
It's just easier, yeah.
Definitely.
So I've got a new idea for one of my little round connectors.
Are you going to let us know?
I'm going to put it into action today, yeah.
Oh, good, because I want to see something fresh with these connectors.
Yes.
Let's have a look. Because maybe they're not just connectors. Maybe they are a feature all together.
I think I'm going to put them all together, I think. But then, as you progress, when you're sort of working things out, laying things out, things change, yeah. It seems a pity to use them all in one necklace, but I think that would be a challenge. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to connect them yet. That's another challenge.
I like what you've done. I think you've arranged them in a certain way, and I could sort of see some ideas developing myself.
That could go further down, of course.
Yeah.
That would be quite interesting.
They're a nice feature, and it's nice to have a gemstone that's not a conventional shape, isn't it?
It's not flat either. There's this curve.
No, there's a curve.
And it reminds me very much of a buckle that might be, slightly curved.
Yes. Well, actually, you could use it as a belt fastening as well, couldn't you?
You could. Yes. There's another idea.
It's not just about jewellery. It's all types of accessories, isn't it? Yeah. You know, people make things for their homes out of gemstones. You can make curtain tiebacks and things like that. You know. Yeah. There's so much you can do. You can make wine glass charms. I like those. Yeah, I've never made one of those. I really want to. And I think what nice gifts to give to people as well. Things like that.
And the thing is, you're always looking for something different. The next thing. Oh, what can you do? You know, last Christmas I did so-and-so, and you think, I need new ideas. So really, at this point, we're in August still, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm booking next year.
I know, so many of you crafty people are on your Christmas pieces now.
Well, next year's calendar is well fixed.
Really?
Well fixed, oh yeah. So that's how you have to work.
You've got to. You've got to stay ahead of it. Where do you sell your jewellery, Bee? Do you sell it online or?
Not online yet. I'm pondering about doing so. And it all depends on the web designer, how she can organise it for me. Because we're not quite equipped for one-offs. We're equipped for a book that's a repeat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then I take it to my local place. I live near Eccles, so we have a market once a month.
Yeah.
And the other markets are popping up that I might try. So.
Oh, that'd be lovely to see all your
and then
gorgeous
people are
pieces
looking
on
for
display.
something completely different, aren't they? Yeah.
It's nice to do bespoke pieces, and if you are buying from us to make jewellery to sell on, there are loads of different ways you can do that. We do have business courses as well that are, just give us a call and speak to the telephone operator. We have loads and loads of different courses that you can come and get involved in. I think the resin work one's this week as well. You know, making jewellery is a hobby, it's a fantastic hobby, but at some point it can become a huge business.
Yeah.
And
you have to put a lot of work into it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Some people think you can just do one piece and you're a jewellery designer. No, it's a little bit more than that.
Well, you've first of all you've got to appeal to
people. If you get a lot of the information about, you know, potential business, if you get that course, I would do that first if I was young. I would do that absolutely first, so I know all the ins and outs of what have you. And
then start
to see which kind of jewellery is taking my eye, and then go to those courses. It's the quickest way to learn.
Yeah, I just think it's what a wonderful way to make some money by doing something creative and something fabulous and interesting, and be your own boss. You know, it's just a fab way. So if you're only tuning in with us for the first time, it's what it's all about. It is a hobby, yes, but it can also be a business, and for so many of you out there, it is a business, right, Mrs.? So I'm going to leave you to your challenge, and you're going to. Oh, I'm going to take this. You've got yours, haven't you? I can take this back now. If you want this bundle, it's just £24.95, and all essentials. You're going to be absolutely going crazy once this lady gets to work. I know it. Right, my darling. I'm going to leave you to it.
See you later.
Get beavering away. Very organised, this lady. I need to take a leaf out of your book.
Oh.
So for £24.95, that is Gorgeous Bees Challenge. All monochrome, gorgeous gemstones. Right, my darlings, I've got something else luscious and gorgeous for you. It's our first kit. I was going to sit down, but I'm not going to now. It's called what, darling? Ballet shoes. I thought you said something else, and I thought, I haven't seen that kit. Have a look, ballet shoes. Now, these are soft, gorgeous colours. Have a look. You've got the minks. Shell pearl is wonderful. Have a look at the very soft facets of this shell pearl. Both strands are 10mm rounds. And again, we have got one of those staple gemstones in your cracked quartz. Those are 10mm rounds. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. They all go together so well. You've also got some pink wire. How gorgeous is that? Now that is proper ballet pump pink, isn't it? And you get 10 meters and it's on a 0.6. And B is going to show us some amazing ideas with that. Have a look at these colors. Have a look at that iridescence, that pearlescence that you get from that shell pearl. Now it's not just that, because I've also got one of my favorite elements, which you are just gonna adore working with. Look at this druzy. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Now, if you've never worked with druzy before, if it's always been a little bit out of your price range, because it can be quite expensive, but there's a reason for that. It's absolutely stunning. Once you've worked with druzy, that's it. There's a point of no return. You absolutely love it. You've got to have it. You want to wear it. It's so sparkly. It's a gemstone that I think people compliment you on. And I think when you've got something sparkly, say you're displaying your jewellery and something sparkling at the people walking by, it makes you stop and you want to go and look at it, don't you? So it's definitely a must-have in any of your displays. 3 strands of gorgeous gemstones, a beautiful piece of sparkling druzy. Have a look at these colours. You've got the soft pinks. You've got those mauves, those lilacs. You've got the bronze, a bit more deep and intense with the bronze. You've got the minks. And then you've got that crackled quartz, all classic. Don't forget that piece of gorgeous druzy. Not forgetting the fact that you have got 10 meters of pink wire. You also get 50 meters of beading thread, over 6 meters of elastic, and you've got your beading, your monofilament there as well. Got your organza gift bags, and you get some silver in this kit too. Ooh, look at all your silver, solid sterling silver. You have got 10 2mm balls. You have got 10 eye pins. You can't see the balls on there, you know. You've got 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks. You've got your open jump rings on a 5mm and on an 8mm. You've got 3 of each. And you've got 3 of your silver split rings on a 6mm. Don't forget you've got your druzy, 2 strands of gorgeous, very softly faceted shell pearl. You also get what, darling? You also get a bolt ring clasp. Look at that. I just adore druzy, do you? Just the sparkle of it. You wait to see what Miss B's done. Oh my gosh, those earrings are gorgeous. You wait, you wait, you wait. Now, you're gonna want this kit the minute you see the very inspirational pieces that B has worked on. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. Now, if you're shopping with us online today, don't forget to check your baskets out, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. You get a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Use your debit card or your credit card and get yourself involved. How beautiful is this kit? Think about the fact that with the wire, you can make your own findings. With the wire on a 0.6, you can manipulate it to make more than just findings, which you are about to discover when we see B's wonderful designs. Think about the fact that within this kit, there is definitely a bridal inspiration. Within this kit, there are colors that are romantic and soft. There is that gorgeous strand of must-have white crackle quartz. And look at that druzy. Isn't it fabulous? Look at that. Isn't that just romantic, sparkly? You need it, don't you? We're gonna give you a fantastic price tag this morning. Get yourself involved as quickly as you can. Ballet shoes. Item DCG C61. Going at a fabulous price tag. Don't forget you have got solid sterling silver with this kit. Don't forget you've got the druzy, 3 strands of gemstones, and 10 meters of pink wire. I'm absolutely obsessed with wire wrapping. If you don't know how to use your wire, we do have a Wireworks DVD. It's $4.95, and you can get it from our website or by picking up the phone and dialing that number. Make sure you add the kit to your basket as quick as you can. Look at those colors, they're gorgeous. DCG C61. Beautiful. Going mega low. Look at those colors. Look at those soft facets. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Brand new, never seen before. At $31.95, you get 3 strands of gemstones. Don't forget you've got the wire there as well. You've got a piece of gorgeous druzy, and that can be really expensive, and a bag of solid sterling silver. And if you look at what B's done and you see how much it's cost you, at cost $31.95, I think you've got the potential to make jewellery that is hundreds of pounds in a collection. At $31.95, imagine your jewellery. Imagine crafting jewellery out of this kit, displaying it. And they're beautiful colours. They're candy soft colours, aren't they? Stay where you are. Let's get over. Let's get over to that lady. Do you need me to bring you anything, darling?
No, I've got it on.
Got everything?
Yeah. Thank you.
I love that druzy. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I love the fact that you've kept some of these very simple. The strand of shell pearl is just beautiful and ready to wear, isn't it?
Yes.
The ballerina is obviously the most amazing design. And we're going to show you how B actually thought of that ballerina, because it's a design that actually started as something else that spiraled into that figure, isn't it?
Yeah.
How gorgeous is she? And how fitting as well. Now these colours are just stunning together, aren't they? And what a gorgeous necklace. How different is that? I think that's a seller straight away. How much would you sell something like this for, Bea?
Well, I mean, I might not have it as long as that. I'd probably have different lengths. I
like it long.
You've got to look at £30 because you've got a lot of artwork to make that feature at the bottom.
Yeah, at least. And it's a definite one-off, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
I had to do the plain necklace. So
it's so nice.
Gem heavy plain, but then why not with pearls?
I just think it's a very North American look actually to have coloured pearls, to wear coloured pearls. I did find that because I used to work out there quite often. I did find that a lot of the women were into their coloured pearls, and it became, you know, and I noticed it more and more and more, and I love them. They're very, very classic.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Really classy. I mean, with a nice little shift dress, a strand of pearls will just bring that outfit to life, but still keep it classy.
Just keep it, And then remember what I said about something plain with the feature. That you have to do that with the druzy.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that druzy.
And it's gorgeous, gorgeous pink. Just
Beautiful. It's hard to show the sparkle with the
oh yes.
I'll shadow it a little bit with the studio lights.
Yes.
Have a look. It's so beautiful.
It's picking it up a little bit now, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous, Bea. I love it. What a beautiful kit. Now look at the earrings that Bea has made with the pink shell pearl. They're amazing. How did you do that spiraling?
It's crocheted.
Amazing.
I've been working on this for a couple of months just to get the feel of it. And the strange thing is, Sheila presented the knitting on Thursday, which I'd seen for the first time. And I thought, well, great minds think alike.
Because I was with her,
yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah. And you've done that with crochet. What a big look.
The thing about the wire is you can make it look different. You can't make the wire like that with a macrame because it just doesn't work.
It doesn't work like that, does it?
No,
and what's this beading thread, not wire, isn't it?
It's just the beading thread. You know, it's in the kit. And you can't even manipulate it with your hands. So it has to be something else, and it's such a simple technique. So that's coming up a little bit later, so I can show everybody. If everybody watched the show last night, they might have seen a little preview.
Oh, sneaky peek!
Sneaky, that wasn't it?
That was sneaky. And these earrings are elegant, they're gorgeous, they're out to dinner, out to the theatre elegance, aren't they?
Aren't they? Yeah.
Really beautiful.
Simple.
Simple elegance, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
They've got a little turn in the wire just to make it so it's not just a thread.
No, it's got to be a little bit quirky.
A little bit different, yeah.
And then a beautiful stretchy, incorporating the crimp beads which you've kept open.
Yes, yeah, because they're a feature, aren't they? They're more than just crimping.
Well, they're real silver, so make a feature of them.
And because they're the oval shape, tubular, it looks different than doing a bead in the middle.
Oh yeah. I like those, they're gorgeous. I love the sparkle, I just think it's so pretty. What technique are you going to show us?
Well, I'm going to try and show the ballet.
Yes, the ballerina.
Now, I was on a month ago, we were together, and I said...
We were, and I did have
the wire given me, and I want to make the ballerina. I could not think
Couldn't think how we started it.
I got half of one, so that's quite good. And then I've got the instructions here, so this is excellent. And I'm actually going to make it that size.
Oh, a carbon copy.
The legs have gone a little bit longer. Now, if I turn it...
let's turn it round so that we can see it. That'll be fab. Now, look, while Bea's doing that, you've sewn in on a piece of paper.
Yes, this idea was done as long ago as last December. And it just means that if you have ideas, put them to one side for the right moment, for the right reason, for the right event. And eventually, I've got even more ideas that haven't popped up yet.
Oh! Now, originally, the ballerina started off as this.
Yes.
And it was a pendant, and it was the other way up, actually, wasn't it? That way up.
So you can turn it, yeah.
So if I turn it, I'll show you. As a really elegant pendant, and then Bea just kept looking at it and thinking, upside down, that looks like a torso.
A little head, yeah.
Yeah. And then that's it. The ballerina came into...
The ballerina's formed, yeah.
Yeah. How gorgeous.
So the thing about wire work, that was the first one that I made because you can't always gauge.
I like the knees.
The knees. I
like the knees on
had
that.
to put the knees in because when you draw these things, you can make it a bit funny.
Yeah, I love them.
So it's quite.
Can we lift it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at the knees.
That's bee's knees.
Bee's knees. I love it. Look at that skirt.
Oh,
this is so cool.
We're doing a little turn here.
There we are.
Okay, that's great because we can see.
We can see it properly
see the
now.
book happening. Yeah.
This book.
So that was number one. I've got the wire ready.
There you go. You can see.
We'll pull it further down.
There we go. There we are, my darling.
Okay. So that's the challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make to that. And then when I get to the end bit is actually the feet. And I've kept them together. Because you know you've got classic poses of ballet. So, well, I don't know because I never did it. So I'm going to...
Mia did ballet for a little bit.
I was going to say, yeah.
She was like a little elephant.
I've got a little piece here that will be the arms. They're separate. And then I've got to remember how to do it. So now I've got all my notes here.
So we're using the 0.6 wire.
Yes. The thicker wire, which is on this little record, the 1mm, will make something bigger and much stronger.
Right, okay.
And it's
but
a bit
the 0.6, you could use that in earrings, couldn't you?
Yeah, the 0.6
so it makes it more versatile.
Versatile, your dog's body. And I'm going to use that to make the head. So the round pliers are going to do all the work for me.
Okay, so you need your round nose pliers.
And I've got them positioned about halfway.
Perfect,
I've got more wire than I actually need.
Always, but always a good idea to use more rather than get to the end and go, no!
You run out, you could end at knee.
Yeah, knee height to a grasshopper.
So what I'm going to do, to get the head, I'm going to just literally pull those either side like that. Okay.
Righto.
But then I'll go one step further because it needs to be a bit substantial. Now I'm going to bend it in that way.
Twist it.
Okay. The wire changes shape, so I'm going to just pull. Now once you've got hold of the wire like this, you can straighten it. You can make it do what you'd like it
just manipulate
to do.
It, can't you? And it won't tarnish.
It won't.
You can see how you've worked with all these ballerinas, no tarnishing at all.
Oh no, the colour's fully there. And then I'm going to come down, so if you ignore the arms.
Okay.
And let's just see if we're going to be about the right size. Now, that's quite a key feature. It's marginally bigger, but I'm going to carry on and see if I can just match it up reasonably.
Okay.
Okay. So, what I'm looking for is that these pieces of wire are kind of the shoulders. Yeah. So, all I'm going to do is to bend.
And you're using your flat nosers now?
Flat nose.
Just for an angle, or the flat nose just for an angle?
For an angle, yeah, for sharp.
Gosh,
and
so clever.
Then you can pull it back. Now this might be a little bit bigger.
No,
well, it's not bad.
It's
not bad. And then I'm going to do the same twist as I did for the neck. I'm going to do it for the waist because it just helps.
But a little bit bigger, is it? Or is it the same size?
No, about the same size. And I've just got to watch which way I'm going to bend it, because obviously it has to work. So I'm going to hold that across.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh, just one twist. Just twist one of them over.
One twist, yeah.
Okay.
It looks more really, doesn't it?
Yeah, I thought you twisted it twice.
Yeah. Just once. Yeah, but it looks twice.
Yeah,
it's quite bizarre. Now what I'm going to do is to flare this out a little bit.
Yeah, how did you do this?
Now, we had a little mishap there. Okay. Is there enough wire to do it again? For some reason, I must have tweaked it while I...
Oh, while you had your flat nose pliers on. It's not too much pressure when you put your flat nose pliers on.
Yes, that's an interesting thing because it's never happened before, but we can backtrack.
Hey, we're live. We're live.
We're live.
So we're just creating the torso.
So we do the head again, about the middle.
That's how it starts off.
Yeah. And then twist it over. And then see.
I think it's because you were at an angle when you held the flat nose on, because you wouldn't normally be at an angle.
Exactly.
You'd be at home doing it in your own.
Yeah. So go back to this.
So torso.
It takes weeks, months, sometimes a long time to work something out, and then when you know what you're doing, it's this quick.
It's easy,
So what I'm doing is now just double checking. This is actually a better scale. And I'm just going to pull it in a little bit.
Now we're cooking.
Now, this time, instead of putting pliers on, I'm going to do it with my fingers.
Manually, yeah.
Okay, so push that in a bit. And literally, it's that easy with this wire.
Yeah.
There we go. So we're back on track again. And that is pretty spot on for the shape.
It is very spot on.
Okie dokie, and it looks a pretty good match for there.
The other.
Now sometimes where the shoulders are, I might have that quite a bit squarer.
Yeah.
Today it's gone a little bit angled, but that's no problem. And then I'm going to use the round
this is the bit I'm
nose.
thinking would be the most difficult.
Because I've done squiggly ones before, this is kind of one of my little signature, I think some
Little
other
squiggles.
people have it as well, but and then we're going to put the plier in and guess the length. If I want to guess a bit closer, I'll bring our
Just bring it up.
fairy up and fairy or ballerina, and then I'm going to bend the wire that way.
Yeah.
Move the plier.
Oh.
Bend it.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, I'll do a few times, and it might seem as if it's going offline, but in fact...
Yeah, but you can, I just thought that, you can bring it back.
I can bring it back again, yeah. So it's all to do with, mostly to do with fingers.
Yeah, and manipulation.
I'm going to just squash that in a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, how many do we need? Well, in fact, you don't need that many.
I think just go with what, you've just got two on each side, actually,
yeah,
haven't you?
so I'm nearly finished, in fact, so I'm going to get this again, do one more turn to bring it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the leg now, but I think on this little one I'm not going to put knobbly knees on.
I like the knees.
You want knobbly knees.
But don't do the you don't want
I
to.
think this is an elegant...
Yeah, because it's smaller.
Yeah. Okay, pattern-wise, pretty there. I have fun with the legs because they can be quite sort of elongated.
Yeah, like
and then I'll see if I can do a match for the other side. Now, if we're not too sure, I can get hold of the pliers roughly where I think. Just manipulate those a little bit. Hold it where I think it should go, and then bring the pattern up. And you can see that you can see if you're on the right line. Most of it, when you're doing wire work, most of it's by eye, really.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if it's a one-off piece, then if it changes a little bit, really
It changes, so be it, yeah.
So I do 1, 2, move the plier back in there, 3, back up. You can see it's quite a squiggle, and then we get to about here and bend it flat, and then the two legs are going to be manipulated together just by pulling and pushing.
And then it's just straightening them, is it?
And then just straighten them off. I have to pull this wire that way.
Taut, yeah.
And that wire. So where are we now? Well, we'll just move that back out again. And not too bad. Now, if you want those two to go close together, what you have to do is push them over so that they're quite there, and then they spring back.
Ah.
That's happened there, and it sprang back really
like
to, and that'll be a challenge to get it the same as that. So,
yeah, it's positioned itself quite perfectly.
Because this is quite long, I'm going to cut the excess pieces off.
And leaving room for toes.
I'm going to have toes.
For tootsies.
Yes. That makes it easier because I'm going to now pull this one this way. Okay. Pull that one that way, and as soon as I straighten them, one that way.
Oh, they stay in place.
They stay in place. Yeah.
Love that ballerina.
And the colour is absolutely perfect.
I love that it's a really rose pink.
She's got one leg in front of the other at the moment.
Actually, that's quite a ballet pose,
it's a ballet pose, isn't it? Now, I only need a small turn for the end because these ends are a nuisance, so I've used the foot as the finishing piece. And I'm going to just take a little bit more off. There's not much waste there, but in fact, that little piece
is going to be your arm.
It's going to be my arm, yeah. I probably had that one, which is a bit longer. So you can keep all the leftover bits because you can actually work in a different way. We'll bring her up and see if she's matching quite well. Okay. So I'm going to move the skirt up a little bit by taking it like that. And then bringing the legs back to there. Okay. cross it over, and they match. Ah.
Yay, perfect.
Now I'm going to do the bend back. This is a tiny bend.
But you're doing it with flat nose?
I'm doing it with flat nose because
why?
This can be another bead stop. Because you know, if you have your earring findings with the drop and a little ball on the end.
Yeah.
You can make those, and if you were doing attachments, you'd make a little loop to attach something on.
Yes.
But there's another, I call them bead stops because this is what they are. So this one now with the flat nose is going to turn.
Just up into a little toto.
But I'm actually going to turn it completely. Oh, I did two together. That was fortuitous, wasn't it? And then I'm going to just separate them. They've decided to join forces here. Don't know why, but there we go.
There we are.
There we are. And then, one by one, I'm going to flatten that in, okay? So it's parallel.
Oh,
and flatten that one parallel. So you can actually do this as a bead stop. And then to make it a little foot, then we'll just give it a
bit of a bend.
Bit of a bend. And then turn it that way. And turn it.
Yay, they're gorgeous.
So we've got a sort of look-alike. I'll get the legs back together again, but there's the matched
I quite like that they're not totally
they're quite the same.
The same.
Yeah. And so it just needs threading onto the little ear.
So I'm going to just bring them up to the camera. There you go, Jack. So now all you've got to do is put the arms on, which is pretty straightforward.
The arms, yes, mustn't forget the arms.
Don't leave her armless.
This is about the trickiest thing that you have to do, and I'm going to put the little hands, I'll do the hands the same as the foot.
The same as the foot?
With the flat
Do you do that before you put them on?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You see how easy it is? Once you grip this, I tend to hold it flat against my finger so it's not going anywhere, and then get it so that it flattens. Sometimes it takes a little bit of tweaking to get it to flat. Okay, and funnily enough that happened not by looking at it but by feeling.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So it takes care of these naughty little end bits.
Yeah, because you don't want them spiky.
Yeah, because they can be a bit spiky. So you could actually, another idea for this is to do a little circle. As if you were, just a normal circle.
Sort of like as if you were doing a wrap loop.
Exactly. Yeah. So you could play around with these as a feature. Now I think this is the trickiest bit of all. And I've just played around. I've just pushed bits back together. She looks a bit lost without her arms because this isn't now got to wrap around there.
Right. So do you just cross them over?
Cross them over. Yeah.
But keeping it in place is
keeping it in place at the same time. Now one of them's got to be slightly longer than the other. So I'm going to start with
because you're going to wrap it, and otherwise it won't look the same in the end.
But then you see how easy it is with the. And then you can play around with whatever she's doing with her arms. Oh, she's got very long arms, but I could cut those and trim them.
I like it a lot. You're so fab. And those could be in earrings. I mean, just what an amazing design. It's just fantastic, and it doesn't have to stop there. I mean, it could be anything, you know. But the thing with the ballerina is ballerinas are elegant and graceful.
Oh, yes.
And so, what a great thing to incorporate in your jewellery to make some elegant and graceful pieces.
See the pendant one. I've got the arms sort of turned down in that sort of whatever pose it is.
Demi-plie? I don't know.
I'm sure it's something like that. Yeah.
How gorgeous. I used to do ballet, but I can't really remember much about it. I remember how to do the moves, but I can't really remember what they were called. But how fab is that, with that ballet pump pink wire? I absolutely love it. For $31.95, you've got so much in this kit, including solid sterling silver. You got to be quick because there's so many of you out there this morning. It's great to have your company. DCG C61 is your item code. Don't forget, you've got 46 pieces of solid sterling silver. You've also got that gorgeous druzy. And you know, people are really thinking outside of the box at the moment with your beading thread. We're seeing a lot of macrame, and that's then led on to some knitting, which is then led on to some crochet. I mean, where's it going to stop? I just think right now, there's a lot of inspiration being thrown out there.
Yeah, a creativity that's going beyond just hands and pliers.
Yes.
It's exploding outwards.
Definitely, and there are so many ways to get creative, and we're thinking about polymer clay, we're thinking about resin, but also making use of the things that you've got in your beading thread. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
Look at all of those gorgeous colours. How fabulous, and how lucky are we to have such an amazing hobby. £31.95 is your price tag for this wonderful kit. You've got to have it. You've just got to. It's gorgeous. I love the colours. Did you love it?
Yeah. Thinking about the price I set for that, that's the price of the kit.
Exactly. So anything beyond that is a profit.
That's where all your profit is,
Yeah.
I mean, being gem heavy, I think I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made 6 things, 7 gem heavy products with the ballet.
The ballet, but you could do a fairy, that's the point, isn't it? You could.
Yeah, and it leads on to other things with wings.
Oh, yes. So, say that again, Deanna. That means that everything's less than £5 to make, if you did it like that.
If you just average it out. Yeah.
I mean, and then the rest is just profit, isn't it? £31.95.
Yeah.
God, I mean,
it's
a
no-brainer, really, isn't it?
Definitely.
The maths work.
Definitely. And whether you're selling your jewellery online, going to jewellery parties, I found talking to people who started up jewellery making, most of them I'd say that I talk to say that they make a bigger chunk of their money from jewellery parties. There's not a massive outlay, and people go with the expectation to spend money.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's absolutely right.
You know, and how
it only takes, a handful of people having this little mini party.
Yeah.
With, well, you could have the wine, I suppose.
Always the wine, that goes without saying.
I was thinking of tea and coffee, but...
Well, that could be an afternoon party.
Yeah, afternoon. And it only takes a couple of friends, and then one of those might want to share it with some of her workmates, etc. And so it goes on. It's a tumbling event.
And I think people are fed up with the same old parties now that have gone round. It started with Tupperware years ago, then underwear, then we're always looking for more. I went to a cookery party, like a chef party, that was quite good. But the candle parties, okay, they're nice, but then how much money for one candle? And people are sort of thinking, that's going to burn and it's going to go. Jewellery is forever. Jewellery is something that you can pass on. Candles are lovely, I love my candles, but I'm not going to spend £30 on a candle. I think, as great as it is, I think with jewellery you expect to spend £30 because it lasts, because it's something you can give as a gift that will last, and that's the point, isn't it?
That's the point, yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
And because some of the smaller things are going to be, under 10.
Exactly, and you don't mind that, because I've been to all of those parties, and you kind of do think, you feel obliged to buy something. I don't want to buy a candle for 30 quid. As gorgeous as they are, it's a little bit too much. We are going to give you the opportunity to grab the last few of these, but you need to be quick on the phone lines and on the website. If you're shopping with us online, it's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com, and I think it's Waffarina Runa time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to waff. Memory wire. I've not used memory wire yet.
Shall I start with this one?
Yeah.
This is 256, so looking at the stand, I think it's all that way up. Oh, good. So it's the right thing.
Yeah, because sometimes it doesn't work like that, does it?
Okay, this is from Jeanette Watt in Hamilton, in Scotland. This is my first attempt at making memory wire bracelets, and found them quite easy to make. All gemstones and findings are from JM. The bracelet on the left was made using shell pearl, shell and pyrite, and the one on the right is made from purple shell pearl and white Chinese jade.
Gorgeous.
I love the show and watch it as often as I can. I love the interaction between the presenters, designers and crew, as everyone is game for a laugh. That's good, isn't it? The prices and quality of the gemstones are excellent value for money. I've been lucky enough to pick up a few bargains to add to my stash. If I was lucky enough to win the prize draw, I think I would feel like a child in a sweetie shop.
I know, yeah, definitely.
Good, keep up the good work. Those are lovely, aren't they?
Gorgeous, and I've not used memory wire. I really want to get into it, actually. They're gorgeous. Yeah. deep, lovely purples. I've got a little bit of purple incorporated in my next one. Number 259 is from Sandra Aldridge in Hertfordshire. I love those colours. They're bright and they're summery and they're gorgeous. And Sandra says, please find attached my entry for the Wall of Fame, which I made using my Mystic Carnelian and Golden Rutile quartz. Do you know, those two are some of my absolute favourites. And they're from the Designer Look Jewellery Kit and some amethyst faceted apples from my stash. Just love those shapes. Just got the resin starter kit. I'm definitely gel of that. So looking forward to having a go at that. All the best from Sandra in Hertfordshire. Sandra, it's gorgeous. I love Golden Rutile quartz so much. And those Mystic gemstones are beautiful. What a lovely set. Well done.
Okay. This one is from Jenna from Weston-super-Mare.
Hey, that's not far from me.
Here is my entry to the Wall of Fame. I've had these lac beads for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I bought them after Carol showed them on TV and knew they would be a great addition to my bead stash. I have also used light blue Chinese jade, again from JM, and some tiny hematite beads from my stash. I did make this to sell, but I like it so much it's staying with me. Yeah. Keep it. Thank you for all Thank you for all for such a fab show. Keep up the good work. I make things and then I decide to keep them.
Yeah, I'm keeping that. Have a look, because I think that she's used coloured beading thread there, which I really like, and the sort of stop of that floating technique. It's really nice against the skin, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it looks dynamic, but you're not using a whole heap of beads.
And sometimes it's the simplest things that do that, isn't it?
Ideas, yeah.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I have got from Barbara Cartwright. Again, I read one of yours out the other day. Number 258. I love the use of chain. Yeah, Barbara, did she win or did she runner-ups? Either. How gorgeous. Now, Barbara is saying, dear all at JM, here is this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. I bought a couple of strands of almost round pearls and had them in my stash for ages. Didn't want to have a simple strand, so came up with this. I also had some link rings with a hammered effect, also from you, and then used coiled head pins, almost like a spacer bead. I'm quite pleased with the end result. Hope you like it. Loving the shows as always. Kind regards, Barbara Cartwright. Barbara is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Very simple, and I love the textured silver.
A new take on the bead necklace, you know?
Yeah, because you've got those little additions and breaking it up. The tassel. Gorgeous. Well done, Barbara. So you're number 258. Righto. So yeah, that's all of them. We are going to go to a quick break. Don't you go anywhere, because the madness continues after this.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
Do you make jewellery as a hobby? Would you like to learn key skills to help you successfully market and sell your handmade jewellery? We are working with Angela Edwards, who is an experienced jewellery maker as well as a small business trainer, to bring you the perfect course to help develop basic business skills. The full course includes how to create a business plan to successfully sell your products, how to access current and potential customers, how to identify and profile your target market, how to generate leads to secure current and future sales, how to use online social networking to your advantage, and key knowledge on legal requirements and insurances. For information about dates and to reserve your place, please contact 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day. regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
Thread 6 beads onto your choice of beading wire. Take one end of the wire and feed it back through the first gemstone on the other side. Pull the wire until you've made a gemstone circle. The size of the circle depends on the amount of gemstones you use.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back, my jewellery making lovelies. Have a look at this beautiful strand that I've got coming up for you in not too long a time. Beautiful pink opal, one of my all-time favourites. Absolutely love opal. If you love opal and you want to work with it and you've got to have it, you've gotta stay tuned and pop it in your basket. I just love these gemstones. Oh, it's come undone. I absolutely love them. Oh no, now I'm going to have to work with them. Have a look. I'm going to pop that there and show you our next beautiful buy one get one free kit. Now, first of all, 3 for 2 kit. Now, first of all, they're all double drilled, which just makes them amazing because you can make that twisted weave with these. You can make, look at that colour. I love this gemstone. I'm wearing some earrings that are made out of the same gemstone. Juicy, beautiful, powerful colour. Still so pretty. How gorgeous is that colour? It's beautiful, isn't it? Do you like my catalogue pose? Hiding the imperfections on my face, really. Come and have a look at what I've got for you. They feel smooth and cold. They look incredible. These are genuine gemstones and they are just wonderful. Remember, they're double drilled. So think about maybe a double tassel coming from either gemstone. Maybe you're going to do that twisted weave, that wiggly weave. Look at the sparkle. They are polished, they are gorgeous, and to me they just look so juicy. And because they're gonna add so much color, this is a really powerful color, isn't it? But it's not garish, it's still very classy because they give you that wonderful luster. Look at the shine, look at the sparkle that come from these gemstones. They're beautiful. These are gonna fly out. It's buy 2, get 1 free. Double drilled, perfect for that wiggly weave. Gorgeous. Get on the phone lines right now. We're going to give you a wonderful deal. 0800 644 655, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Gorgeous gemstones, genuine gemstones, beautiful red agate, 180 carats. Individually at the moment, £6.95. But we are going to give you a 3 for 2 deal. Are you ready? Make sure you hit buttons on the phone lines. For £13.90, you are getting a 3 for 2 deal. Make sure you pop this one in your basket. These are just gorgeous. And it's the way you look at them and they sparkle. And it's the way that they lend themselves to your summer collections, to your winter collections. And absolutely, they are going to be a prominent feature in your autumnal range. For £13.90, you've got yourself an amazing deal. And I just think this really is a must-have gemstone. Have a look with some smoky quartz, because for me, there is your staple autumn colours, because they're beautiful together. They're glamorous, they're gorgeous, they're must-have. Maybe you have ideas for a more vibrant, more striking colour. Well, have a look, because you can still do that. How fabulous does that orange look? Now it's a summer bundle, isn't it? Look at the way just placing another gemstone next to this striking rich colour just takes you to a new dimension. £13.90. Think about what's in your stash right now. Think about what you're going to put with this colour and grab them quickly. If you've got any black onyx, that will look great with this as well. For £13.90, you really have got a deal. Think about making some wire wrap pieces. Think about maybe that ballerina design in some black wire. Next to this would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Or some silver wire. B, when you've got a colour like this, I know you're wearing some really gorgeous rustic oranges, and I just think they're a strong colour, but they're still pretty. You know, aren't they gorgeous?
They are, and when I look at something like that, I would love to put some little black accents in.
Definitely, yeah. I definitely think black is a good addition.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you go with, a round bead? Now, these are double drilled. How do you feel about a double drilled gemstone?
I don't use them very often, and it's just...
We don't have them very often.
No, but you don't have to use both. You can still use one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course.
I would tend to probably go with a smaller black, but then there's so many variations when you start looking at, you know, if you put a big black in the centre, that would be the feature of its own feature
on
necklace,
its own accord, and then you could just show that off with the sparkle from these.
The shape's beautiful, isn't it?
And it's the sparkle that they give, the lustre. I mean, look at that. Look how polished they are. They're just gorgeous.
Looking at it here, the way you've got it wrapped around your hand, kind of leads me to thinking it would be quite nice to get that on the neck as well. Yeah.
On the neckline. Yeah. All 3 strands.
All 3, yeah.
Oh, that would be rich, wouldn't it? Yeah. Really rich. And actually, it wouldn't have cost you that much at $13.90.
No.
Actually, yeah, this is where you can afford to be more gemstone heavy when you get deals like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you've bought at $13.90 all 3 strands, why not use all 3 in one piece?
Yeah. It's. I mean, I always say, and I have done it many, many times. Buy 2.
Always bulk buy.
Yeah.
Because you never know, if you never see these gemstones again. Now I've got some smaller double drilled coming up in the next pack of blacks, and blacks just do, don't they? They just work. And actually every gemstone that I've got in the next tribal pack will go really nicely, and there's a definite autumn feel. Now I'm looking forward, I know it's only summer and everyone's like, stop talking about autumn. I'm looking forward to the autumn. I love the changing of the seasons. I love all the different colours. I think on a design perspective, isn't it wonderful to see the colours change, the seasons change, see all those reds and those oranges and those browns coming out. They're rich and they're gorgeous, and they go great. Do you know what, with greens also? There is such a beauty about these strands. They're just gorgeous. £13.90. VPG C53 is your item code, and it's a 3 for 2 deal. We have limited quantities of this, so be really quick in popping this one into your basket. Don't be missing out. For £13.90, you've got yourself an amazing deal. Stay where you are. We're going to move on now to next kit. Not kit, bundle. Have a look. It's a tribal bundle. Now the great thing is these faceted matte black gemstones. They're very dramatic. They've got that fabulous matte black that can add a little bit of dynamic to masculine jewellery, but it can also look fantastic next to a very sparkly gemstone like the carnelians I just showed you, because it really then brings out the sparkle of the other gemstones. Now, we've got some really smooth caramel colours coming from that jasper. I love the wood. They almost puzzle together. They're very smooth, and they're quite a big impact. It's bion wood, and they're cone-shaped nuggets, and you've got a 40-centimetre strand. You've got 120 carats in the black onyx frosted faceted squares, and they're just very classic. They're very classy. There's a definite element there of the greats. Think about the fact that Cartier, Gucci, even the likes of the high street stores like Thomas Sabo, all lean heavily on the likes of black onyx, because it does give you such a big dynamic. Think about black onyx with silver findings or with gold findings. When we think about Chanel jewellery, we definitely think of black onyx and gold findings, don't we? Or vermeil findings for sure. Now, when you've got all 3 together, we could play these in lots of different ways. definitely with the wood, we could do some surfer chick style jewellery, so we could think about some summer pieces. I also think the wood would lend itself really nicely to your autumn ranges. The black onyx is going to stand itself as one of your staple gemstones, no matter what the season is. I really definitely get the feeling from the grain jasper of autumn. But it could be a sandy shores gemstone, couldn't it? How gorgeous is this tribal collection? 120 carats in your black onyx, and they're 8mm. Now those are double drilled as well. So if you were thinking about getting the buy two, get one free from the carnelian, they'd work really, really well together in a weave. And those colours just work, don't they? They just do. 0800 644 655 on the phone lines. If you're shopping with us online today, it's all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget, everybody gets a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. This bundle is brand new in today, never seen before, and going super duper low. All 3 strands for $14.95. That is such a wonderful price tag. Don't forget, if you are shopping with us for the very first time here at Jewellery Maker, you'll get a free tutorial DVD, you'll get a free tutorial book, and a JM Hub magazine, all for $14.95. A big bag of free goodies. We never ever leave you short. The tribal collection is mega low. That's under £5 a strand. And just again, think about your profit margins. The wood, that's a big dynamic feature. The onyx, this is a gemstone we can pay so much money for. And you've also got that genuine jasper. These are all fabulous additions to your stash. At £14.95, you have got yourself one incredible deal. IXGC63 is your item code. Everybody is offered a 30-day money-back guarantee. Use your debit card or your credit card and get it in your life. One P&P all day long. Just £2.95. Doesn't matter how heavy your basket is, you will only ever pay that one P&P. How fantastic is that? It's wonderful, isn't it? £14.95. IXG C63. Beautiful. Stay where you are. We're going to move on now to your Oceanic bundle, which is just absolutely divine. We have firstly some fluorite. Have a look at this. Gorgeous fluorite. Fluorite is such a pretty delicate gemstone, isn't it?
It's fantastic. It's very transparent, but it's got the most amazing number of colours that run through it. It's just the sweetest stone, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
And you could do like a fusion blend of colours. You could do that nice colour blend.
Oh yes.
I just think it looks so pretty. The purples, and there's like a bluey green to this. It's really pretty.
And it'll go with so many other things as well.
Yeah, because there are so many different colours in this.
Different colours in it, yeah.
Isn't it gorgeous? Very delicate, these ones. These would look nice. You were talking about doing fairy wings and stuff earlier. Definitely a gemstone which would lend itself in a nice delicate way like that.
Yeah.
And then you've got the dynamics from the shell pearl. You've got the mink, the champagne, and the silver and the peacock. You've then got more double drilled gorgeousness in the cracked quartz. Then you get 10 spools of beading wire. You've got the green, hang on. Oh no, they're all the same colour. Gorgeous blue. Now think about your crochet. There you go. Think about your crochet. Think about knitting with this as well, because we've seen Sheila do some knitting. We've also seen some crochet examples from B, and she's going to talk us through that a little bit later. You get 10 spools. To get 100 meters, it's going to go on and on and on and on. It's called the Oceanic Collection. 60 carats in your rainbow fluorite is what you've got. 120 in the crackled quartz, and those are 8 by 8 millimeters squared. And then you've got your shell pearl. And they're very softly faceted, aren't they gorgeous? Sage and silvers, got your minks in there as well. And a deep green. I was calling it peacock, but actually it's more green. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. Have a look at these gorgeous gemstones. If you're shopping with us online today, please make sure you check out your baskets, because if you don't, we can't promise that the stock's still going to be available. Get yourself ready for a fantastic price tag. 10 spools of beading wire, 3 strands of gorgeous gemstones, the fluorite, that beautiful fluorite, the pink, the green, the blue, delicate, soft colours. Great in, do you know what? All of these would be great in fascinators or tiaras. All of these would be great in hair combs, wouldn't they? If you love your jewellery making, you're very passionate about it, these are all gemstones that would definitely complement your stash. IMG C38 is your item code. But we don't have millions of these, so get yourself involved. When was the last time you saw fluorite, that gorgeous size? They're so, and think about doing little beady beads with these. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Have a look. Definitely. Oh, they're so pretty. They would be really beautiful at earrings and doing some little beady beads. Gorgeous. The clarity is exceptional, isn't it? IMG C38 is your item code. This is a limited edition collection, brand new today, never been seen before. Don't forget you get the 10 spools of wire as well. You get 3 strands of gorgeous gemstones, and we're going to give you a fantastic price tag. Get yourself involved as quickly as you can for £19.95. Under £20, and you get all of this. What an amazing deal, under 20 quid. It's fantastic. Think about what you can make. Think about your profit. Think about how much you're selling certain items for. A pair of gorgeous, very simple earrings. Think about crocheting with all of that wire. And you know what? This beading wire has been selling out like mad lately because we've had so many inspirations from our designers in terms of crocheting, knitting, French knitting on there as well. £19.95. It's just such an opportunity for you. Now make sure you're quick and checking out your baskets. This is a limited edition strand. It's amazing to have your company this morning. We do love each and every one of you. And those are double drilled crack quartz. How stunning are these? Now B, Deanna's asking us if you can do something with these gemstones to show us. Maybe you're going to show us with the double drilled gemstones what can be done. You've got a lot of beading thread here. Yeah. Can we come over to you? Is that putting you on the spot? We're putting B on the spot. Here, Deanna.
We can try.
We can try. We can try. Let's see. Oh, I'm just getting down from your chair. Hang on. Right, okay, I'm coming over. I'm coming over. I'm very elegant, if nothing else. Not. Right, so you've got all this beading thread. What are you thinking? Where's your mind going?
Well, one of my favourites, it's well known now.
Is the crackle quartz.
Yeah.
So you're already inspired by that.
You kind of have to look at it, and then bringing the blue in is just something different.
Blue and yeah, very bridal.
So, what I haven't ever done, which I'll try now, is to crochet this square bead.
Yes, please.
With that wire.
Okay. So crocheting a double drilled square bead with the beading wire that comes with. And you get 10 spools of the beading wire.
Which is a great number.
What is this that you've got here? Is this a, this is a crochet set?
Yeah, I borrowed it off my friend who's well into, and you get all different sizes.
Wow, where can you pick those up? Any craft store?
Yeah, craft places.
Okay.
And so it's quite a big hook, really, because it's a bit tricky.
All right, undoing it.
And there's the end.
Oh, it's tucked in there.
So we'll see what happens. So I haven't ever done this before.
Okay, well, let's see what happens.
What I'm going to do is,
do I need to hold something?
I'm just going to do it double because this is quite fine.
Yeah,
because it's finer than something I've used before.
Because it's sort of thread rather than.
Yeah. What was the measure of it?
Well, it's not wire. It's feeding thread. Sorry, I was calling it wire because it said it on my graphics. I tend to
call it wire.
It's really, yeah, me too, because it kind of is wire, isn't it? Yeah. It's really soft.
So now,
and actually, you know, you couldn't do that to a lot of wire, could you?
Oh no.
It's really soft.
So what I'm going to do is, so I've doubled it. Oh, I need to cut these off and see how it looks.
It's very strong, this, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why that other one broke was I actually turned with that being clamped on it. Do you remember when I made the little fairy thing there?
It's very strong.
So let's see if we can start off. And these are sweet size, aren't they?
Oh, aren't they gorgeous?
And what I've experimented so far has only been round beads, but there we go. So this is the way I was shown to.
So around your thumb. Could we put? Oh, there we are. There you go. You can see the camera there.
So the one thing about knitting is the same as crocheting is the same as knitting. You have to have tension, and you keep the same tension. So that's where I'm picking up. Then I'm going to go over here. Then I'm going to come back, and it's made.
Oh, is that how you do it?
It's made a knot. It's not. Oh, now it's double. So I'll just do it a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay.
So it goes in there.
Yeah.
Around that bit. Back through itself, which is just tightened up on me. Okay. It takes me a little while to get used to the
tension.
The thinness. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
right,
once we've got going, we'll be fine. And I'm sure there's other ways of doing it, but this is the way I was shown. I was shown to do this before I could knit, because you're only working with one thing. So we've got the hook. We go over, hook it, and I've got to keep that tension there while it pulls.
You've got two.
Because I've got two. There we go. And it goes back through itself, and then that knots up. It's probably just an ordinary slip knot, but that was the way I was shown to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've only got a short bit, so we hold that in one hand out of the way, and then I have to make sure that there's enough space here for this to work, because if it's tight against itself, then it gets a bit interesting.
Can I help you in any way?
No, it's okay once you get yourself orientated with these little bits. Okay, and then, because I'm wrapping it round my little finger and across the hand, I've got the tension that I need, and then just loosen it off a little bit. We take that one and pull it through.
Oh my gosh, that's way easier than I realised. You've got that lovely look
and then. I'll do one more and pull it through. So I'll just loosen. There we go. And it looks great with the double thread, doesn't it?
Oh, isn't that colour gorgeous? It's so silky.
The one thing about doing any of this is you might actually have, you could well work straight off. If you're not doing a double one, I'm going to do it later, straight off here.
Off the reel.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm going to
just
keep
one.
using it, yes. And then what you have to do is to make, you thread on every bead that you're likely to need. And probably a few more.
Oh, already,
so
and then you add
already
them.
there. Because
so how are you going to incorporate the bead now?
With this being fine wire, I'll just thread it on. But it's rather easier to get it straight on the single wire.
Yeah.
So we find the double drill. Where are you? Are you there? With it being oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah,
because generally
you
see through it, and this is such a fine thread that both of them should go through. Let's see. I think that's a bit kinky there. So
it's a bit kinky.
Yeah. If it's kinky, it doesn't work. No, this is there we go.
There we go. Oh, right, okay,
right,
cool.
I'll actually thread a couple on, so I'll do 3.
Yeah.
And incorporate them into a length. So it's quite nice just to have one tool rather than 2 knitting needles.
Yeah.
The look,
I didn't realise, if I'm honest, that crochet was so easy.
Yeah.
I thought it was something that was quite tricky.
Really easy. Now,
but
obviously,
it's a really complicated look that you get. Like it looks
it
so
looks
clever.
Highly complicated.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it isn't.
And the thing about macrame, it produces the effect that only macrame can do.
Yeah.
Knitting does its own thing, and so each of these different tools
give you different looks.
Different looks now. So I'm going to get this back in my hand. Now this is a bit easier to control because there's some of it. And then I'm going to
the weight now, the gemstones.
Thread one into the space that's going to be the loop. Okay. And then I just have to get that so it's nicely spread out, nicely loose. Get it gripped in the fingers.
About there, thank you, darling.
Okay, so I've got that and I need a bit of space because it's got to span across there, so I've loosened this a little bit. Just by pulling it, then it goes through and like that. Okay. Wow. I'll loosen this in the hand as well and do another one. So if anybody has crocheted in the past, just take your crocheting straight into jewellery. It's neat.
How fantastic!
Instead of using, so I've done.
Look, it's so pretty.
That was the locking of the bead, and then I've done 2 stitches. So you can actually count your stitches.
The 2 stitches look more
amazing.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it looks like it's more than.
So just pull that one out of the way for a minute. See if I've got enough left, and this is where it gets a bit tricky because it's short. Okie dokie. And then loosen that one a little bit, pull that round and pull it through. And you see how the double is brilliant.
Oh, because it hangs really nicely.
Because it's really keeping its shape. Now, that little one could drop off at any minute, but I'm going to finish it just with 2. So
you're doing this really quickly now. Once you get into the swing of it.
Once you get the thing, it's knit, 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 knit. Yes. So if I just slide that one off for a minute, you can actually see how. In fact, I can take that out also. And you can see, and if you've got the length that you want, now
it could be an earring now.
It could double like that.
Because you did the earrings.
The same thing. It's got the same idea. Yeah.
Is this? This is done with a single thread though.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it with the double thread. It looks so.
You could have as many on there as you wanted.
Oh, I love it. But that would be a pendant, wouldn't it?
It could be so many things. Yeah, and it could also be bracelet. But it's lovely. The single thread is fine, but the double thread is better. Now, what I'm going to do...
Especially when you've got the colour, because there's a lot of sheen there.
Yeah, the coloured thread it just changes the whole dynamic. So I'm going to knock this off by pushing that through there. Yeah. And then this was the end anyway, pushing that through there.
Oh.
I've got 2.
And it looks like it comes to a natural finish.
Yeah. Okay. And then you've got 4 threads. And I've just tightened them quite a bit there. Isn't that sweet? But doesn't it look like a basket weave sometimes?
Yeah, I love it. How fantastic. And I love the colour.
I do tend to do 3 when I do things like this. I do tend to do 3, but there we go.
I did. I love it, Bea. It's gorgeous.
And I've just used one end of the double drill. Now the interesting thing is you can't actually see the other drill.
No, you can't because they're crackled.
Yeah.
You could do anything from there. Now you could actually get some chain going through
or anything. That as that was on the length, you could actually crochet the other side and push it through there as it was open.
Oh yeah.
But it looks very, very different, doesn't it?
It really does. I love that crochet. I think it's gorgeous.
Looks like a pendant already.
Definitely.
It could also be part of an integral set where you have quite a few of these independent little pieces. And once you get a little pattern, a little component like that, that then makes a little jewellery selection, a little collection that all have the same idea. And then you have the next colour range in the same collection. So, Gucci, here we come.
Absolutely. Vivienne Westwood's got nothing on us. That is gorgeous.
We've got the hook and we've got the method.
The hook. Got the hook. We got the hook. If you want to buy that hook, they are readily available in most craft stores, right?
Yeah, easy.
And maybe we'll be doing one. Watch this space. For under 20 quid, you are getting so much. And think about this, you've got 10 spools. That's going to last you for ages.
Yes, yeah. So if I was doing a lot with that, what I'd probably do is unravel the whole, and if I was doing the double, then obviously I'd have the
You'd unravel the lot, would you?
Yeah.
You got so much, you got 100 metres of it.
And then the thing is, it might carry on unravelling, so the thing is to just take it back as you're using each one of these. And
it's got a little nip in it, hasn't it?
Which is somewhere here, is it?
There it is. Okay. And it keeps it in place. So you get 10 spools at 10 metres, so you've got 100 metres. The Oceanic collection is really, really popular, so please be as quick as you can. I think a lot of people are thinking about crochet and stuff like that, so this is a great way with all of these gemstones as well. We've got a text message from Sean. Morning, Sean. And it says, there we go. Hi all, having a quiet morning watching my fave programmes. Kids watch the closing ceremony, so they're still in bed. The dogs, I love it. The dogs, that never happens in my house. Hello, how did you do that? So they're still in bed. The dog's asleep, full of yesterday's leftover roast, and the other half's at work. bliss. That sounds like my idea of absolute bliss too. You enjoy it because I'll be up soon. You'll hear those little feet. My son wakes me up at 5:30 every morning, you lucky duck, no matter what time I put him to bed. Right, thank you so much, because I did sort of...
That's all right, yeah.
Throw you in at the
Surprise,
deep end
surprise.
there. Oh, thank you, my darling. Right, we're coming. If you want to text us, by the way, it's 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. Thanks, Sean, for your message. You all right?
Dropping off. Sorry, I just dropped a bead.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. You come over here now. We've got some. Here's your text number, 60777, followed with JM Studio, and then your message. And we'll try our hardest to read each one out. As long as you keep them clean, we'll read them out. Maybe you want to give, when your kids wake up, we'll give them a little hello, righty-ho. Let's have a look at what we've got. Now, these elements are so important to your collections. And with this, there's definitely a very urban feeling to these gemstones. I love the fact that you have got, look at them all. They're so gorgeous. A lot of expensive looking elements to your jewellery making, and I think when you're thinking about different designs, how nice is it to give? These have got such a wonderful feeling about them. There really is something very, very kind of like, I want to say urban. I just think that very bohemian is the word I want. We're about to do a 24-hour offer on these copper beads. They are all e-coated and they are all pure copper, so they're never going to tarnish. They're always going to look rich and expensive. Look at the fact that some of these have been texturized as well. So you've got a lot of craftsmanship going in there. Look at that brushing, isn't it gorgeous? And it just adds, so you always get, it's very in, isn't it, that brush look? Now it just adds some more texture to your jewellery. You still get that metallic luster that you're always going to get from this precious metal. Now you've got the different size balls. You've got almost like a bell ball there, because it's got those, like a kitten bell. Then you've got the cushion shape, which I really like. Those are nice, aren't they? Now, yes, they're light enough to go in things like earrings and stuff. The heavier beads would lend themselves really nicely. The marquee shaped, I think, is the start of a dangle. You get 54 of these, and we're giving you a 24-hour offer. When you see these 54 beads again, we won't be able to promise them at this price tag. Be on the phone lines really quickly. We've only got limited quantities. We're about to give you a fabulous deal. 0800 644 655. Think about the elements you're adding to your jewellery making. Think about the fact that you could do macrame with these. You could do loads of different things with these. I think you have just got so much. 54 copper beads going at a brand new lowest ever price tag. 54 of them are going to last you a very long time. 54 elements are going to go on and on and on and on. Are you ready? Your original price tag is £17.95. We are not staying there. At that price tag, think about the money you could be making. Think about the jewellery that you could be producing. Think about the price tags that are going to go with that jewellery. At £17.95 for 54 elements, I think you're getting a real bargain. But you know what? We're not stopping there. This is only for 24 hours. They are solid copper and they are all e-coated. For £14.95. They have never ever been there before, and we're never going to be able to promise them again. That price tag is only until 9 AM tomorrow morning, so it's a little bit less than 24 hours. At £14.95, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'd definitely be advising you to multi-buy on these. Well done to everybody that's got those in their basket online. Don't forget to check it out. You get 6 marquise copper beads, 12 of the brushed copper beads that are 10mm round. You get 12 square 12mm beads. You also have 6 of the 15mm copper beads, are the brushed ones. You get 12 round 11mm segmented brushed copper beads, the ones that I said look like little kitten bells, and you get 6 of the marquise 16 by 14 brushed copper beads. So you've got so much. you get loads for £14.95. VZH F67 is your item code. It's fantastic to have your company this morning. I hope you're all right. Maybe you've all had a lie-in because of those Olympic Games closing ceremony last night. How fabulous. At £14.95. How fantastic is that price tag? Don't forget to check out your baskets. If you're on the phone lines, please bear with the queues. I know that we're busy this morning, but just bear with it. It's so worth it. Look at all of those beads. They're just fantastic. Think about when you're adding gemstones, when we've got such a bright colour. Think about adding the elegance. Don't they look gorgeous together? It's just going to bring your jewellery to life, isn't it? Will it stay? Look at that. How fabulous are those colours together? They just work, don't they? With that neon apatite, that is just such a wonderful combination. It's beautiful, isn't it? £14.95 is your price tag. Do not go anywhere. And make sure you're checking out your baskets online. How fab. Now, it's time for the opal, which I don't have. Here he comes. Thank you, Baba. Did you fix it for me? Have a little look. Opal is a gemstone that was as precious as the diamond to the ancient Greeks. You get this wonderful, almost magical opalescence. Pink opal is simply stunning. October's birthstone, a gemstone that is just an absolute joy to work with. Look at that colour. Now, when was the last time you saw pink opal here at Jewellery Maker? Very few and far between these strands. Now, we have had the privilege of being able to bring you a collection of very high-end gemstones lately, and this is one of those strands, and it's just absolutely beautiful. The blush of very feminine, very romantic pink, the opalescence, a gemstone that is said to be lucky, a gemstone that we've known about for hundreds and hundreds of years, a gemstone that we hardly ever get the opportunity at Jewellery Maker to bring you. It's just beautiful. Look at that opalescence. You've got like this wonderful pink and peach shimmer. Isn't it gorgeous? I love opal so much, and how fantastic is it? Look at that opalescence, it's striking. How fantastic would it be to offer your clients a pair of opal earrings, just with a few of these in each ear? I love the shape of these, a really unconventional shape actually, isn't it? And just breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. Bea, have you ever worked with opal?
No.
Isn't it a privilege to have the opportunity?
I was surprised today to see it coming up.
Were you?
I wish I was at home to order it.
Oh, somebody order Bea some. Isn't it just gorgeous though?
Yeah.
And can you imagine saying when when your clients are asking you, and it's opal?
Opal, yeah.
It's one of those, isn't it? It's one of those big ones.
Wouldn't really ever have.
And it's so nice to have the opportunity to work with it. Now, these are strands, of all of the strands that we have from this collection are seriously limited. So if you want this strand, maybe this is that strand that you just can't live without in your collection, you've just got to pick up the phone, 0800 644 655. Because we're talking about opal, because this is a birth gemstone, because this is a gemstone that we never hardly get, you need to be on the phone lines, ready to hit buttons, ready to check out your baskets, ready to work with opal, genuine, beautiful opal. Look at that colour. Now, 95% of the world's finest opals are Australian opals. This is a strand of Australian opal, some of the world's finest opal coming out of Australia, and this is no exception. To own, to have Australian opal in your collection, believe me, is one of the best privileges. Get yourself on the phone lines. Make sure you're involved on the website. Do not miss this opportunity. I'm absolutely recommending that you multi-buy with this one, because otherwise I never can be able to promise you that you'll see this again. I can't make these promises. It's a really difficult strand for us to get hold of. There's a reason we don't have a lot of opal. It's so hard for us to get. And to use it as a jewellery maker, what an opportunity. 60 carats of genuine Australian opal. ABJ K71. Look at that opalescence. You can see it, can't you? Isn't it wonderful? Absolutely beautiful. You can see exactly why the ancient Greeks considered this gemstone as precious as the diamond. Brand new in today, never ever seen before. And we are offering you this strand at under £10. You need to buy 3 or 4 of these. Do not ever miss this opportunity, because we hardly ever get opal, and it is genuine opal, and it's Australian opal. And because we are giving you this strand for under £10, you need to act fast. 0800 644 655 on the phone lines. It really is a privilege, not only for me to bring it to you. Imagine owning it. How fabulous would that be? £9.95. ABJ K71 is your item number, and you've got to be quick. Make sure you're multi-buying. Well done, Susan. You have bought 3 of these. Wendy, you've got yours. Sarah, you're there as well. Congratulations, Mary. Nina, you've got yours. Julie, you're there. Susanna, you're there. Congratulations. Wow, what an amazing opportunity. Oh my goodness gracious me. Look at that opalescence. Under £10 is wonderful. Valerie, you've got yours. Sandra, you've got yours. Abby, you're there. Congratulations. Stella, you've got yours. £9.95. What an amazing price tag. Think about how much jewellery is. When you're thinking about pink opal, Australian opal is probably some of the most expensive, isn't it? When you're thinking about jewellery incorporating this gemstone, if you've got any aquamarine, I would definitely pair it with aquamarine. I think that's a really precious combination. And you know what? I just think when you see jewellery with pink opal, you do expect a certain price tag, don't you? You absolutely do. £9.95. Just incredible. Well done to everyone that's got theirs. Make sure you're checking out your baskets now. And don't forget, if you're making your first purchase with us here at Jewellery Maker, you'll get a free tutorial DVD, a free booklet, a free JM Hub magazine, and a free calendar with Scott in it this month. £9.95 is your price tag. Stay where you are. Righty-ho. I've got a text message which I'm going to read out. And it's from Sandra in Stockport. Good morning, my darling. And she says, hi, Jenny, B and crew. I saw B last time you were on. You showed a knot in a bracelet on elastic. Please can B show it again, as I love the idea. Great channel as I try to watch every day. It's changed my life as I'm disabled. Love, Sandra in Stockport. Sandra, that's just really inspirational. Thank you. Do you remember that knot? That
I do. I use it all the time now.
And could you show it to us, please,
yeah,
for Sandra?
Just see if
I'm coming over. I'm coming over.
Just checking it. I thought.
Have we got any elastic? It was coloured. Was it coloured elastic we had last time?
Yeah, I think so. However, I've got this transparent one.
Okay, it's probably easier to show on coloured. Have you got any coloured, Jan? Coloured elastic.
Just have another little. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we've got some. We've got some coloured elastic.
One.
Everything's fine.
Right. Make a little space, and then if I use those as a little sample to thread on, and oh, this is lovely, isn't it?
Gorgeous. I love these coloured elastics. And actually, I didn't really think there was much else to do with elastic but make it stretchy, but I was wrong.
I always think that there's something else.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You can plait it as well, it looks really cool plaited.
Yeah. So I tend to cut it at a little angle.
Why is that?
It just helps to find the bead hole.
Oh,
really.
so you make it more needly,
if
more
the bead
pointy.
holes are a little on the tight side. In fact, this one I've just noticed is a thinner one to the transparent. Yeah. So that's no problem. Hopefully we'll see the purple one. And just to make it convenient, I'm going to pull quite a piece off.
Okay.
And it'll just be easier not to have the little reel. Okay, so I'm gonna make the first knot, and rather than knot and then knot again and then third, the knots can move if you do that. So what I decided to do was to do 3 or 4 in one. So I take it around my hand, okay?
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna do it with you. Yeah.
literally, you just push that. You'll find it easier. Okay, so I'm going to just push it through and pull it. Instead of just tying that and then do a separate one, do it again.
Oh.
Okay. You've got 2 done, so it's a double. Now we're going to take it. Even the double knot, when it's tight, can slip through a bead hole. So, and because this is thinner, I'm going to do a third one.
Oh,
3 are great.
Through the same hole.
Through the same hole. And they make a really, it's like a feature in its own right.
Oh, I've lost mine. Oh no, I haven't. I've done
It's there, yeah. With this being a little bit thinner, I'm going to take it through. You can take it through as many times as you like. The nice thing is that it's all together, and then as you release it, then you can manoeuvre. Can you see how
I remember you doing that. You released it and moved it, didn't you?
And I can push it and pull it. While it's still very loose, I can pull it this way a little bit, and then it gets into like a lump.
Into its position.
Yeah,
but it's a nice, it's a happy lump.
It's a happy lump.
It's a happy lump.
Purple lumpy lasky. Okay, so having got now that's come undone a bit, so we'll give it another little bit of a pull. You really can pull this quite fiercely. So it's a little bit like threading a white bead and a purple bead, except the elastic is the purple bead. Gosh, this is really, really fine.
It's nice, isn't it?
This is the one I've used most of, the transparent,
thicker
which I've had
one,
for a long time. Now this is where we want the bead to have the feature knot exactly in that position. Okay, there's 2 ways of getting it there.
I love that purple.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah. You can almost, you don't see it too well because the crackle kind of hides it, so it's disguised. You'll see the knots. So now I'm going to do the same thing. So there's the first knot, the second knot. My thumb goes through to receive the knot, pulls it through, that's 3, and this is 4. Can you see what my fingers are now all working together? Now I'm going to tease it, and it's being teased right into the position. I'm pushing it.
Now, would you still need to use some clear nail varnish to hold it in place? You wouldn't, would you?
No. I mean, that's very loose at the moment, but by the time I've moved it a little bit further and then pulled it, I'm pulling it from this end, okay, it's in position. Might not be as tight as the other one, so it's made rather a bigger knot, but isn't it a sweet little idea?
Isn't it gorgeous? Okay. To make a feature out of your elastic rather than hide it, especially with the coloured elastic, which I just love.
You can
easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Really, really.
If Jenny can do it, anybody can do it. It's like a little blackberry.
So you could have, you don't have to have too many beads on. You can just have the knots as their own little feature.
I think there would be a trend going on there, you know.
What I've done before is literally, you could, if you were uncertain about that one and you're going to trim it, you could put a little bit of glue on.
Oh, okay. I'm not uncertain about it. I like it.
I quite like it loose. So the first ones I actually made of these, I've got all sorts of loose bits coming off.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's quite nice. You could make your traditional finish here with your little crimp, okay? Mm-hmm. Or you can have another bead on the other side that kind of gives it some weight over there. So if I do that quickly, put the other one on. I haven't cut the elastic yet, so I've got freedom. Push it through there. I'm going to take it a little bit further, and now I'm going to trim it. Then I need the bead stock, which in this case isn't a turned piece of silver.
Yeah.
It is the knot. 1, 2. You can do this and watch TV at the time.
Yeah, it's easy peasy. It's really easy. And do grab some of this coloured elastic because it's gorgeous.
There's the knot being behaved, and I'm moving it to where I'd like it to be by working with my fingernails and pushing it, and then I'm going to pull the whole thing together, and then at a certain point then I'll tighten it. Oh, it's lovely when you
fabulous, yeah.
Then I'll bring that. Now, the interesting thing is, if you're going to have that as an earring,
I didn't even think you could. Of course, you could have it as earrings.
Maybe need the knot there. If you needed the knot, you'd put it in first.
Yeah, or if it was going to be a charm or something.
And then I'm going to trim that and that. And the nice thing about the knots, maybe if I lay that down, the nice thing about the knots, they can actually distort the, you know, you can actually go off at a tangent with the knots. They'll do their own little thing.
They're like little springs,
They're like little springs. That literally doesn't have to do anything else except just find a little, do you know, when you get your jewellery kit, you have to have one of these in it.
Pair of pointy tweezers to pick your findings up with.
They pick up bits and pieces, just like that.
Excellent. Otherwise you're like this.
Oh, it's a bit of a nightmare, Sonia. So we just literally, you can thread that on. You could twist it over, but you don't have to. And
no, because I quite like the way there's movement on there, and you could got the option of wearing one higher than the other.
You can play around with the idea.
How fab is that?
So I lay that down. Don't let those fall. Okay.
That is so cute.
If you didn't want it that wide, a little.
Knot it again.
Or a little crimp.
Oh yeah.
Would bring it together. And it's quite nice when you've got different lengths.
I quite like the fact that you can change the length. So
I actually had some that did more. It's probably in the sketchbook actually, my little circular one. Let's see if it's in the baby book or not. There's all sorts in the baby book.
The baby book. Which isn't a book about babies.
It's a book of ideas.
Miniatures.
But in fact, I know where it is because it's in the back of this one. And the secondary idea that you do with the elastic is, there we go. If I hold the book there and, you can see my little experiment.
Yay!
It's this little one here.
Oh yeah.
And
can you see?
There we go.
This one, yeah, perfect, we can see it. And that can be done with elastic as well. I love that.
It's all elastic.
Oh my gosh.
The whole thing is elastic.
And what was this? Was it a pendant?
No, it's an earring.
Earring, it is an earring.
Yeah.
How gorgeous is that? You're such an artist, aren't you? You are anyway, we know that.
I tend to put my art into my jewellery.
Yeah.
Rather than some of the other aspects of jewellery making, because ballerinas are a bit arty, aren't they?
Yeah. They're so fluid, aren't they?
Aren't they? Yeah.
Oh,
so
gorgeous.
I love elastic. Now, if one little extra thing to show you in here, I did bring it specially because I'm working on the black. I've got 100 metres to play with. Because if you're serious, these, the little 10 metre, they're great, of the different lengths and the different trousers.
Yeah.
But what's happening here is it's I think it's a double thread, but doubled up again.
Now, is that macrame?
No, it's not. This is the fascinating thing.
What is it?
It's crochet.
Wow, and it's sprung back together.
But because it's elastic, it's actually...
Oh my gosh, you've done that with elastic? I thought it was thread. I thought it was...
It's black elastic. And I've done exactly the same that I did on the little demo a moment ago.
Yeah, but it's sprung forming together because it's elastic.
It's just doing this. This is what it does.
Wow!
It has its own spiral.
It's got a mind of its own.
It's a mind of its own. It's because it's elastic.
Yeah, it tries to form itself back.
There's some inner pressure in the elastic, but isn't that interesting? So
really
I haven't
fab.
actually. You're seeing everything as I do it here. This is straight off. This is hot off the fingers for everybody to see.
Oh wow!
If there's beads in it, then it takes on a slightly different shape. But without any beads, it's got quite a
brilliant stretchy
and really big stretchy
and very cost effective. In the way that, elastic is...
Yeah, I mean, the 100 metres was cheap.
A couple of quid at the most.
Yes, it was.
And look at that. Just think about profits again. Under £10 for that opal as well, by the way. We've only got limited quantities of that. Thank you so much. Threw you into the deep end again.
Okay,
right,
so
we're going to go...
Who was it that sent the text in?
It was Sandra.
Oh, Sandra.
Yes, hope that was okay for Sandra.
Yeah, if you've got it recorded, Sandra, keep looking at it, yeah.
Definitely. It was easy though, don't worry.
And if you still can't do it, next time I'm on in a month, I'll do it again.
Do it again. We like to utilise it. Now there's a very, very Irish theme about Crocodile Rock. I think there's no Riley and a Cleary in this room, so we obviously had to give you these colours. Look at these fabulous greens. They are a must for your collection. I love green, it's my favourite colour in the world. How about you? I just love the way it's so fresh. And look, you've got green elastic and green beading wire in this kit. You've also got wire. Oh, I love it, gooseberry green. And you've got your fluorite green, you've got your blacks, and you've got your green bag. Isn't it a very Irish feeling? I love it. Then you've got a wonderful pendant. You've got your wire. Now, what's this wire on? Is it a 1mm? It's quite thick, isn't it? It's a 1mm wire. You've got all this gorgeous green elastic to work with. You've got a fluorite pendant, checkerboard faceted fluorite pendant. You've got loads of ribbon, and what a gorgeous colour this ribbon is. It's fresh and it's beautiful, almost like a minty green there, isn't it? You've also got 10 silver flower beads, and you've got your solid sterling silver ribbon ends as well. You've got 10 metres of your Citrus colour silver plated wire. It's on a 1mm. Think about using your own findings with these. I just love the fluorite. You've got 12, oh I said 10, you've actually got 12 of the flower beads. You've got 4 lobster claw clasps with chain. They're not lobster claw clasps actually. Oh yeah, they are, but they're ribbon ends primarily, and they are silver. So they're lobster claw ribbon ends is what you've got with the chain. And they're solid sterling silver. Over 6 meters of green elastic, 10 meters of green ribbon, 10 green organza gift bags. You get absolutely loads in this kit. You get 50 meters of silver beading thread, over 6 meters of elastic. You've also got the green beading thread in there as well, 50 meters of that. We're going to give you such a wonderful price tag. The gemstones I'm going to take out now, one of these gooseberry green. You've got those fabulous patterns. You can really go to town with your wire wrapping around these. And just look, the fluorite, what a wonderful colour. And they're green fluorite plain rounds, they're 6mm. The black agate plain rounds are 4mm. And you've got 10 carats in your green aventurine pendant. I love the sparkle coming from that checkerboard faceting. Isn't it beautiful? JDG C86 is your item code. Those flower beads are gorgeous and you get 12 of them. It's called Crocodile Rock. And you need to get it in your life. You wait to see what RB has made. You know she's a genius. Get yourself involved. 0800 644 655 for all of this. You've also got a bag of silver in this kit. What silver do you get with this, Claire? There you go, solid sterling silver. You get 10 head pins. You get 10 eye pins, you get 10 crimp beads on a 2mm, 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks, 3 silver open jump rings on a 5mm diameter, and 3 on an 8mm. And you also get 3 solid sterling silver split rings, and you also do get a bolt ring and clasp in there as well. Get yourself involved as quick as sticks. Add it in your basket, get on the phone lines. All these gorgeous, I love green so much. Fresh and vibrant and seasonless. You need green at Christmas time. You need green in your autumn collections. You've got to have fresh greens in your summer and spring collections as well. They're just always there as a very important element to your jewellery designs. Crocodile Rock. And you've also got that 1mm wire. And when we're talking about 1mm wire, we're thinking about things like making your own findings, your own shepherd's hooks, definitely dense enough to use for your own rings. And you wait, because a certain lady has made some fabulous features out of the wire. Also think about the fact you've got all of this ribbon. Now we've really been playing with fashion lately with all this ribbon. It's so fashionable. Isn't it gorgeous? It's a beautiful, fresh, minty green. You've got your organza gift bags, so all ready to make jewellery and sell on. You get everything there. You've got your 10 green organza gift bags, 1 large purple and 1 small black. Going under £30 for the fact that you've got all that silver. You've also got 12 flower spacer beads. And because you have got the lobster claw clasp and ribbon finding ends that are solid sterling silver as well, you have got your jade, your fluorite and your black agate. This is such a wonderful price tag. Don't forget all that silver. Don't forget the fact you've got a fluorite pendant. Don't forget the fact that you have got wire. And because of that silver, because of that wire, because of the organza gift bags, the pendants, the flower spacers, the green elastic, the clear elastic, the silver and the green beading wire, you are getting yourself an absolute deal. At under £30, think about the jewellery you're going to be making. You need greens. If you're working towards your Christmas collections, you can't get enough of it. It's called Crocodile Rock. The item code is JDG C87. Make sure you're grabbing these quick. I'm coming over to you, B. Are you ready for me?
I am indeed.
Good, good, good. How did you love this kit?
Well, it was so different because of these.
I love them. They're very, very expensive looking, aren't they?
Aren't they? Fabulous.
And you've incorporated those in 3 different pairs of earrings, haven't you? I really like those.
And then they've gone on the organza as well.
Really simple. Isn't that pretty? I love all this ribbon, do you? Have a look.
It's amazing, isn't it? And when you're working with ribbon, you need these.
I've just seen what you've done, you clever lady.
You've just seen here. So the lobster clasps are fantastic, and then you've got the ribbon ends.
Just neatens everything up, and because they've got little teeth in, it won't slip out again.
It's so easy to clamp these over at the end. So that's, guess what? As well.
Crochet. Wow. You're the crochet master.
The crochet lady now.
You are the crochet lady.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do here was to show you a couple of variations on a theme.
Okay.
Which is to do with that earring, and those two are pretty much the same. They've just got one's not got too many beads on.
Can I show your post and butterfly backs before we?
Yeah.
Because look at what this very, very clever lady has done. Do these fit on here? Can I put them on?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
They might need a little opening.
Oh, that hasn't been opened yet.
No, I think
needs a reamer.
Tweak.
That one has. Have a look.
Has it gone on? Yeah.
Now B has made, out of the wire, her own post and butterfly back earring. A stud earring.
Do you know how
I've never seen anybody do that, B. That is fantastic.
I have been doing it for a while on TV, but
have
I
you?
actually did this in 1980. I've been using it ever since.
I love it. Claire's just telling me you did it on your first ever show.
I did, yeah.
And nobody's ever forgotten it.
Yeah.
What a wonderful, wonderful design.
I think the reason that the butterfly, it might need opening a little bit because that wire is quite substantial.
Yeah, but that's easy to do just with your bead ring.
yeah,
That'll go in, it'll go in. I
Yeah.
just didn't want to force it.
Yeah.
There you go, look. Oh, it goes in easily, actually. I
go.
don't need to.
And it's quite nice to have the coloured wire instead of, because normally it's silver or gold.
Isn't it?
Coloured,
Oops.
isn't it?
I just think what a great idea. I've never seen that. How fabulous.
The actual design is coming up anyway at the end of the show. If you want me to demonstrate it, it's, you know, with a little challenge.
Definitely. Now you're going to show us how you've incorporated the flower actually in the necklace with the fluorite, with all of the earrings.
All of them, yeah. So again, it's one simple idea. I'm going to put the book just there.
Which you incorporate in all of these different ways.
Yeah, so you get one idea of how that could be threaded, because when you look at it, you think, oh, normally it would have a
hole in the middle.
And
it's nice that it hasn't.
And it's very nice that it hasn't, because it lends itself to different variations. And what I just quickly discovered, if you then carefully, you can thread. This is
we're about there, aren't we? There we go.
And if we thread sideways,
yeah,
you can manipulate this wire to come out
The other end?
Just through that little gap. That's what I'm looking for.
I see.
Looking for a way in. And there we go, we've got the way in. Now, this is big enough to go right the way through, but stop here.
Oh.
Right, so if I poke it out here, and you see, there it is.
It'll go through one of the sides, but it won't go over the top.
Yeah, because they're quite big, so it's actually inside now.
So you don't have to do anything now?
You don't do anything because it's kind of free.
Oh, I love that, and it moves on like a ball joint there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of movement that you're going to get.
A lot of movement. Okay, so that was the idea and the inspiration. If we bring one of those long ones over, the longer earring, you can see then that
let's bring them all over.
The variation is that if you thread the little tiny beads are perfect here, aren't they? I think of them
really
like,
simple, but
like
I love them.
Little full stops that make that design.
And they're quite
nice.
Gothic, actually.
Oh yeah, I think they are. Black and silver is goth.
Yeah, it is. And there's something quite matte about this silver that makes it really Gothic-y, doesn't it?
And when you look closely, I'm sure it's black on the inside.
Yeah, which maybe that's why it looks so Gothic.
Yeah, it's different on the inside.
Yeah, it is.
Which make them really, really different. So they're self-explanatory, really, aren't they? Put a nice little loop at the top.
Yeah.
And you can loop down to whatever length. You don't have to cut this at all. I try never ever to cut silver. If I can roll that down.
Yeah, never. I mean, you can put it in beads and stuff, but it's nice to keep as much silver in your jewellery that you're going to sell on as you can. The bigger the gram weight of silver, the more.
The more. Okay,
the better,
so
really.
We can imagine that those are very easy to make. And this one, which I'm going to take off here and just lay down, is I've incorporated the ear wire into this. Okay, so you can see if I put them side by
you've
side.
made your own.
Okay, so this, which was a dangle before, is now going to become an ear wire. And I've made square ones for a while because if you think about something coming out the front of the ear, going through the ear, and then coming out the other side, the square is a real good fit. You can try
because it dangles nicely, doesn't
it? And then I've got a little loop. Where's my little pointy stick? Here we go. I've got a little loop there. It's quite nice. Don't have to have it.
I like that because it then makes
it different.
Raises up the black gemstone a little bit, doesn't it?
Indeed, yes, it moves it. So I'm going to do the loop. Okay. It doesn't have to be a big one, so we're right at the end. This wire is lovely. It's so fabulous to work with. You almost don't need the pliers. You know, it's really is
malleable.
The pliers just to give it a shape. Just tweak this a little bit more. And there's the loop. I think that one might be a little bit bigger than the other one. If you make them together at the same time, they tend to be the same.
Oh yes, yeah.
And then I'm going to leave the black bead off just so that you can see clearly how this shape's going to work. Then I'm going to do the whole thing with the square plane.
So the flat nose are where you're going now?
Yeah, these are what they call snipe nose, I'm sure.
Snipe nose?
Snipe nose, yeah. Because when we were learning jewellery, we had a flat nose that was very parallel.
Oh, like...
A flat parallel.
We've got one of those, it's over there.
And when it pointed, it became a snipe. So what I'm going to do is just hold that, put it in the plier. I'm going to bend it square. I'm going to reposition the plier now and then bend it again. Okay.
That's it. And then it'll just sit really nicely.
And it fits snug in the ear, yeah. And by a mistake, if I lay that back down again, you can see what my mistake is. Okay.
So loop round the other way.
Loop should be facing forwards, okay? And it's not, it's facing.
What do you do? Can you just flip it that way?
Yes, so I'm going to get hold of it with the flat pliers, hold this with my finger and just turn. It's that soft. It's fabulous. So now, if I hold that, you can see that the circle is at the front.
Yeah,
it's facing the front. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, if I just show you, I usually give them a little liquidation. Sometimes the little circle doesn't have to be there, and sometimes it can be a bit smaller, and the fit is there.
Really nice, and because they're square.
Try that one on, because that one hasn't been in anybody's ear.
Let me see.
And just liquidise your ears just slightly, and it'll just fit, and it fits really.
I've got to find it. Hang on, there we are. Have a look.
Neat, hey?
Yes.
And you can actually feel them. They're not heavy.
Really lightweight. They're gorgeous, aren't they? I love them. I love them. I never thought that you could. I've seen you make your own findings before, but when you've got that square look, it does. It just hangs really nicely.
I've often thought that the kidney shape is one that works. This one, which I've done for years and years, at the same time as doing the stud with one piece of wire, it kind of locks itself. And very often, if I have loose wire on the roll, I might make that a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So that acts as a sort of counterweight,
yeah,
if you like.
just to stop it falling out.
Yeah. But the nice thing is you can feel that they're in, and they fit. If you think about it, something's coming down here, down at the back, and it needs to go through.
Yeah.
So geometrically,
be straight,
the square is a good fit. So everybody can use that now.
I like it. I like that. Is there a way that you could make your own shepherd's hooks in your collection?
Yeah,
because they're silver, you probably could, couldn't you?
I've never done it. Oh, we're doing a lot of new things on air here, aren't we? The thing about silver or wire, you can bend it square once and
but
straighten
not twice.
it. You might get away with twice. Straighten it. As soon as you go to third, it breaks.
It weakens.
So
yeah.
it's quite a useful idea, because if you haven't got cutters, then do that.
Yeah.
And it'll cut. Okay.
Oh.
So I'm going to unshape this.
Would you make it flattened first?
Yeah. Just tease it out with the flats. Keep that little kink there. Okay. That's quite a nice little kink, and flatten it. If you flatten it, you've got full control. Okay. And I just nibble away here. And I've also got hold of the front, if you like. Okay. Get that nice and square. Not bad. And then put that in position. And I'm looking at the width. My pliers, because they were straight parallel ones, means I know that they will fit in here by just going tweak on either side.
Okay.
Because this narrows, you need to have a little marker where it might be. So you go down one, down two, and it's just transferred.
Oh, easy.
And then you can see the shape. You want to hold it?
So if you have got earring findings already, but you're just thinking, actually that makes a lot of sense to have them that shape. Easily done, easily manipulated into that shape. This kit is very popular. It's under £30. We've got a text message to show you now, and it's from Gillian in Huddersfield, in Yorkshire. Morning! And she says, hi to all at JM. Please can you tell me if all your wire and findings are nickel free? I have a nickel allergy and I don't want to give anyone a rash. Several family members who have a nickel allergy, and I don't want to give anyone a rash. I really enjoy your shows, very helpful and friendly, especially as I'm new to all of this. Gillian in Huddersfield. Gillian, most of our findings are nickel free, and our copper has been e-coated, which makes it hypoallergenic. Now, because everybody's allergies are different, we can never guarantee somebody's not ever going to be allergic to any one thing, because that's kind of a medical thing. But Deanna's allergic to most things in life, and they're mostly allergic to her, and she can wear it and it's fine. She's never had a problem, have you? You've never come up in anything. You know, and I'm really sensitive. Mia's got the most sensitive skin in the world. We've never had any problems. She gets eczema and everything. I've never had any problems, but everybody's individual, so we can never guarantee. Nobody should ever be able to guarantee, because everybody's allergies, like I said, are different. But most of our findings are all nickel-free, and the copper that we use is all e-coated, which is important actually, because it makes it a lot more wearable for people. It's like a barrier, yeah.
But I think also, you've also said before that the layers that go on top are thick layers. So silver that I can't ever see wearing out, to be quite honest.
And I tell you, when you manipulate that silver plating, honestly, I've never had a tarnish.
No.
And that's really important, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
You know, and it's not just about allergies either, it's about quality.
Yeah, and the finish.
Yeah.
You want it to be nice.
Of course, always. And when you look and you've got a quality finish, you've got a sale there because somebody's going to look at that, love it, respect the fact that it's not only a beautiful design, but it's also made out of quality elements.
Quality, yeah.
And it's so important, isn't it? Yeah. Especially if you buy in to sell on. Now, don't go anywhere because we're waffing. Love that.
Okay. I've got 260 here. I'll hold the paper so it's nice and flat.
Wow.
It's a bit dynamic, isn't it?
Wow.
Okay. This is from Samantha Tukey, Bishop Auckland. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A cocktail ring made from pink silver-plated wire, 0.6 and 0.25. Also some yummy cracked quartz bicones. I used a 1mm mandrel in my gizmo with the 0.25 wire to produce a tiny coil as well for some swirls. I was really impressed with the coloured wire, as I've usually just used the silver or gold, but the quality is great and I didn't mark it at all.
Exactly what we were just like. We planned it.
I have built a good collection of coloured wires with the recent offers and can't wait to experiment some more. The shows are great and I've been amazed at all the fantastic designs that the designers make. I love the humour and the blunders too.
What blunders?
Never change. And I go all professional. So never change and go all professional on us, please. Always keep them coming. That's from Samantha Tukey.
Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. I've got another gorgeous. Now this is stunning. And actually, the bracelet I'm about to show you, you'd expect that in the window of a boutique.
I'll say. Oh yes.
The quality is excellent. It's a very simple design. It's really beautiful. Number 263 is from Sue. And Sue says, hi all, hope you all enjoyed the Summer Sparkle Ball and great fun was had by all. Sadly couldn't make it, but hopefully next year. Here is my entry for this week. Fabulous, huge chocolate and white pearls with one of your gorgeous faceted gold over sterling silver hearts as a focal point. I just love that. And I love the little beads in between. Just love these pearls, but sadly the photo doesn't show all the fabulous stuff. I think it does. I think they're amazing. Aren't they? I love that. What an elegant piece of jewellery. Well done, Sue. You're number 263. Okay. More wire wrapping. That's
wire
fab.
wrapping, yes. This is from Pat's in Leeds. Hi to all at JM. Really love the show. Have been an avid viewer since you started. This was my first effort with the gizmo. Used wire with black onyx and pyrite. Have just started wire wrapping and I'm really enjoying it. Keep up the madness.
Always.
Lol.
Always.
Lol.
Lol.
That heart's fabulous. Really,
isn't
really.
it? And if you want to get involved in gizmo, it's on the website.
This wrapping here, this is so elegant, isn't it?
It's nice. It could almost be Egyptian, actually.
Yes, it is very Egyptian.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Excellent.
Now I've got, how beautiful is this? Now I'm going to show it you up this way, but I think it goes up the other way, which is, oh, I love it. Hang on, maybe I can turn that around. Someone's stapled it on the wrong way around. Hang on a minute. Let me just blame Jack for that.
Oh.
Right.
No, he says.
He wasn't here last week, actually, so it wasn't him.
Okay.
It actually wasn't this time.
Okay.
Right, so
Which
this
way up are we then?
I think, no, we're this way up.
I think you are. I think the number
tiara.
is at the top, is it?
Yeah.
Or not?
No. Oh.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do and it was the wrong way around. That was
there
it.
you go.
Right, now we're
back
cooking.
to normal again.
Number 262 is one of the most stunning tiaras. Have a look. How gorgeous is that? It's a beautiful tiara. And it's from Jo in Essex, and she says, hi all at JM. I haven't sent anything in a while as I've been busy setting up my website to sell my pieces, and I'm now teaching jewellery making. So much done since I started making jewellery in April, and I blame you. Wow! Laugh out loud. Anyway, here is this week's waff. It is 2 firsts for me. It is my first bridal commission, and it is also the first of my designs to be sent abroad. It is made using JM large clear quartz drops, clear quartz apples, crackle quartz bicones, and solid sterling silver beads with some mystic quartz and red coral from my stash. Thank you so much for starting me off in my new obsession. Oops, sorry, I meant career path. Joe, that's what we were saying earlier. I mean, it's just the most amazing. I think kind of you'll see the tiara in its full glory if I turn it up that way.
Right, yeah.
And how well do the mystic coated gemstones, the pearls, and the cracked quartz go together? I mean, that is beautiful, isn't it?
Fabulous.
Isn't that stunning? Well done, Joe. Honestly, beautiful. Now we're going to show you how to enter the Wall of Fame. Don't you go anywhere, we'll be right back.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com. Or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
I sound a bit mannish, don't I?
I feel like this is like a screen test or something.
The Late Show with Jenny Clary.
How would I best describe myself?
Loud.
Like a bottle of lemonade.
Annoying.
It's kind of all shaken up. And I'm just waiting for somebody to unscrew my lid.
I'm not showing you a dance move, it's not happening. Don't make me do it, Chloe. It is embarrassing. I don't really want you to show this.
You ready? Sure?
I can't. I'll do a bit of robotics. Cut it out, all right, cut it out, edit it out. A celebrity impression.
I could take you on a journey.
I don't know, I haven't got any good ones. Not good at impressions.
And then you go right down south to the Southern Belle like that. You start talking like you're from Alabama.
I do a lot of New York when I'm talking about smoky quartz.
Over to the West Coast like that, and you're talking like that, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know.
Don't forget, I'm a parent, so anything I do is just going to look embarrassing. Okay, stop. That is surely a wrap.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back, my jewellery making darlings. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow with me and Debbie Bolford. We will be taking you through chainmail, which I did Debbie's last chainmail show, I think, and I just loved it. And we do courses on chainmail as well. If you've never even thought about the concept of chainmail and adding it into your jewellery, you need to stay tuned. It's great to explore every element of jewellery making, because then you'll know what you can specialise in, and you'll never know unless you try everything. And I think each different technique can take you on a path to something else, and you can really incorporate those techniques into your jewellery designs. You can blend different techniques together. You know, say for example, you could be doing macrame with your lac beads, macrame with your polymer clay beads, sorry. You know, it's just, you can really marry some of the techniques together. Now we have got a wonderful bundle for you. Talk about value. If you are buying from us, you make jewellery to sell on, then this is an absolute must-have for your collection. You get so many organza gift bags. You get all your boxes. You get your gift bags as well. Your gift bags and your gift boxes. So if this is your business, if we're thinking about, you don't get the gemstones, if you're thinking about jewellery parties, we can hardly fit it all on the board. There is so much. If you're thinking about doing jewellery parties, I'd say you absolutely need this Absolutely. If you're thinking about selling your jewellery on the internet and you want to package it all beautifully, you need these. You need them. You also get your solid sterling silver heart tags, or they could be charms, it's up to you. I like using these as charms. They're great as tags too. And you get, how many of those, Deanna? 10 of those. Now let's have a look at all the different bags and all the different sizes. So you get your red organza gift bags, which are perfect for your Christmas designs, because they got the snowflake on there. There's your, and you get a whole heap of those. Get 10 of those. You also get, let me show you, your blue hearts. I mean, great for any kind of jewellery. Specifically if you're buying it for a loved one, you get 10 of those. It is the finishing touches, isn't it? And when you receive a gift, when you receive something, maybe you are selling in the post, you know, you're posting your jewelry out, you're selling it on an auction site, or you're selling it on your website. It's these little finishing touches that make people come back to you because they think you've thought of everything. It's just nice elements. And when you're selling on your stall and you say, and it's all included in the price, people do respect that, don't they? And how nice would it be to have your jewelry, maybe a nice bracelet in your bracelet box? How gorgeous is that? And you could put a watch around there, you could put a bracelet around there, you take the middle out and you pop your jewellery around that if it's a bracelet, or even a necklace could go in there. Now you've also got, so you've got 3 of those big ones. You put some ribbon around it, it would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Then you've got, these are great for earrings, and they've all got the cotton inside. You get 3 of those, and you also get your larger, your middle-sized yellows. Now that's not it, so you get all your boxes, you get 9 boxes, and then you get 10 gift bags, 3 gift bags, sorry. 3 gift bags. This is amazing. 3 gift bags. So you also get, on top of that, wait there, because I've got so much more to give you. There's loads in this kit. So you get 10 of the purple, 10 multicoloured, all different colours. And you can incorporate that in your jewellery. If you've got some red jewellery, put it in a red bag, you know. You get 10 of the pink with the moons and the stars, which I love. 10 of the green with the moons and the stars. And 10 of the orange with the hearts. All different sizes as well. Now let's think about how you're using these, and let's think about when you do display stuff in your, well, I'm thinking jewellery parties, because I'm thinking when you go away from a jewellery party, you don't want to just have it in your hand. You know, you want it packaged beautifully, don't you? Especially because people are buying as gifts. Get yourself on the phone lines. We're going to give you this bundle for a crazy low price tag, and you need this if you're selling your jewellery on. You've got those 10 silver elements in here as well. It's a must-have if you're selling online. It's a must-have if you're selling at a fair or a fete. It's a must-have if you're selling at jewellery parties. If you're doing bridal commissions, how nice would it be to present the bride and the bridesmaids with their jewellery all packaged up beautifully? It's very important. It's the finishing touch. It's one of those things that just adds to your reputation as a quality jewellery designer. And you know, it's all of these wonderful elements that you need to give off that effect. So we are going to give you such a wonderful price tag. Have a look at absolutely everything that you get. So much. All these gift bags and boxes with your silver. So you get your larger box, which is 90 by 85. You get your yellow box, which is 90 by 68. And the pink, which is 60 by 45. How cute does that look all together? Then you've got, look how gorgeous they look. Don't forget you've got your 3 gift bags, your 10 Christmas bags, 10 of all the individual colours, 10 mixed colours, all different sizes. Here's your opportunity. Look how much you get, there is so much in here. Seriously? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 organza gift bags. You get loads. 80 just in the organza gift bags. 80 pieces of jewellery. Don't forget you get the silver as well. You get 10 pieces of solid sterling silver in your hearts. Now these could lend themselves as tags. Aren't they pretty? You could put them in earrings actually. They could be charms on a charm bracelet. How fabulous would it be though? How luxurious would it be for these to be your signature tags? Gorgeous, aren't they? Your 3 heart pendants. 3 hot pink gift bags as well with a tag. 12 by 12.5 centimetres they are. We're going to give you a wonderful price tag today. VFG C25 is your item code. Oh no, it's not. The right code is. It's the right code, but the details, it's not Crocodile Rock, you know that. How fabulous, look at all of this. Looks wonderful together, doesn't it? Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's called the Gifted Collection. And definitely, you need it if you're buying to sell on. If you're making jewellery and you sell on, you absolutely need this in your stash. How gorgeous. Do you package your stuff up as well, Bea?
I use all of those.
Do you?
Yes.
It just makes it look so finished. You feel better as a...
People are quite surprised when you say, and there's a gift bag as well. They really are surprised. Yeah, because it doesn't happen. You know, it really doesn't happen.
It doesn't really,
If you wanted an extra wrapping, you know, sometimes you have to buy a bag to put it in, and it's just lovely. It's just
You do actually, you're right, because how many times, thinking about how many times I've bought presents for people, do I then have to go and buy a gift bag, which is a couple, £3 for a decent gift bag at the least?
Yes, especially the big ones.
Yeah, easily. And for gift boxes, it can be really expensive.
And the gift boxes, well, they're just gorgeous, aren't they? I mean, as a display, they're just beautiful.
They do look great.
Yeah.
And I think when you hand it over, people are just impressed, aren't they?
Yeah, because they've got the gift and it's in a bag.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the whole thing.
All nice and ready to go.
Yeah.
And it makes the jewellery feel more quality then.
It's quite nice when they say, oh, really? Oh, that's nice. Because you forget that you are giving them something. You're not selling them something.
No,
so
you're giving it.
Absolutely perfect.
So nice to package all your... And because you've spent time with this wonderful jewellery that you've made, you don't want to just shove it in a plastic bag. No way.
It's good to go into something. And these are such pretty designs. As you say, you can colour code them. You know, you can... And I've got lots of different colours now.
Have you?
Yeah,
so you love
purple
this
in a purple bag, red in a red bag, yeah. Or if you give people even a bigger choice, let them choose.
Let them pick their own bag.
Let them pick their own bag, yeah.
And you've got the Christmas bags in here as well. Brand new in today, never seen before. The Gifted Collection is going mega, mega low at under £20. All of this, you've got 80 organza gift bags, you've got the boxes, you've got the gift bag and tags. This is an incredible opportunity to package your jewellery. This is a business package, isn't it? This is a package for you to sell your jewellery on and for it to feel as quality as it looks. You've got the blue and gold organza gift bags, 10 of those. You've got the mixed assortment of colours, including the clear, the transparent. You've got the blue, you've got the black, you've got the gold, different types of golds, different patterns, red and pink, so you've got 10 assorted. You've got 10 of the gold and purple. You've also got, now don't forget, if you saw Sarah Elvin last week, you'll know that she used the organza gift bags, burnt the edges and made flowers out of them. So you've got the pink as well. You could do that with any of these, you've got loads. You've got 10 of the large green. How fabulous is this? And you've got 10 of the small orange. Perfect for earrings, or a bracelet would probably fit in there as well. Now don't forget, you have got 9 gift boxes. Oh, you've got the Christmas gift bags as well, don't forget. £19.95 for all of these elements. You've got to be really quick. You've got the gift bag and tags, 3 of those, and you get 9 boxes. I definitely multi-buy on this. You've also got included, let me pop these in here, included in one of these boxes, 10 elements of solid sterling. There's so much. Solid sterling silver. You're on the phone lines for this one. Well done How fantastic. I want this. I want to make jewellery and sell it now. Have a look. I never have time to sell any of mine. I think I'm going to start. Have a look. So you've got 10 solid sterling silver heart in heart tags. Let me get one out for you. I love these. I've used these in earrings before, and I think I've used them in a charm bracelet. Have a look. I love them. Claire's saying her idea would be on an extended chain with a clasp. Yeah, at the back of a necklace, you mean? Yeah, it could be your signature mark, couldn't it? To get silver in here as well. Solid sterling silver, look at the price tag. For under £20, you really have got yourself an opportunity. I know there's a queue on the phone lines, but it's definitely worth you staying there. When you get, it's a free phone number, when you get so many elements in a kit, I think you can appreciate they're going to fly out the door. You've got all your silver, you've got your gift boxes. This is a brand new kit, VFG 625, and I think it's a kit for everybody that's starting up their own business. I think it's a kit for anybody that's already got an established business, because you know the value you're getting right now. Think about the fact you've got 80 organza gift bags. How fantastic. And when you start making it, yeah, and if it's a gift, even if you're just making jewellery to give as gifts, there's your Christmas packaging sorted. And it doesn't just have to be jewellery, does it? Because if you're crafty in general, if you're making lots of different things through your arts and crafts, you could package them with this too. I mean, a lot of the time, you come to us as new jewellery makers, and you've experimented in other ways like card making and things like that. Under £20, this is an absolute opportunity, isn't it? VFG C25, the gifted collection, a brand new gift set for you to package your jewellery in such a professional way. Imagine how it's going to look. You've got those 3 boxes as well. Those larger ones could hold a set. They're really big, those blue ones, aren't they? And then I'm thinking a bracelet in the yellow, maybe some earrings, or a ring in the pink. I just think they look really good, don't they? Yeah, if you had ribbon around all 3 and did a set, that would look good, Claire. Really good. Now I'm going to show you a strand of apatite that we've got coming up in today's show. Now this strand of apatite, very similar in the shape to the strand of opal that I just gave you, from the same exclusive collection, neon blue apatite. This is a gemstone that we hardly ever see here at Jewellery Maker, and you so need this in your life. It's gorgeous. And that's coming up a little bit later on in today's show. We are going to show you now. Look at these colourful gemstones together. Gorgeous, happy, fun, bright, bold colours in a 3-strand pack. Coming up a little bit later on. I love these. They're gorgeous, aren't they? That howlight's fab. Right, 80s retro feel to those. Magnesite, sorry. Gorgeous. Now I've got for you a wire wrapping bundle. Have a look. Smoky quartz and white quartz are staples. You need them. Smoky quartz is the national gemstone of Scotland. I love those twisted ovals. Look at the way the light just catches them. Now, they're very classic and they drop really, really nicely. Very elegant. The crackled quartz with the clarity and the sparkles and the facets is just so pretty. You've got to have it. Now this is a wire wrapping bundle, and you've got 4 reels of wire. You've got the purple finer wire, you've got the 0.25 blue, you've got the 0.4 blue, and you've got the 1mm blue. It's a gorgeous bundle. Let me just pop that next to that. And then you've got the fine. Is this fine? I don't know actually. Let's see. Purple wire. So the purple is 0.25. So you've got 2 lots of 0.25. Now B, when we're talking about wire, when we're talking about a 0.25, how does that lend itself?
It's going to be one of the finest ones, isn't it? I noticed as soon as I started using the blue. I think it's parallel to the, is it not the same as the normal?
Beading thread?
Beading thread.
No, it's wire because it'll bend and it stays there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's going to go through, hopefully, the finest hole, isn't it?
Yeah, and then would it be, could you do things like macrame with a 0.25?
I would imagine so. Oh,
and
yes.
what about knitting and crochet?
I don't see why not, no.
Because it's hard to do that with a thicker density of wire, like a 1mm you just wouldn't do knitting.
No, it'd be too
dense, but
yeah.
it would. But 1mm lends itself in terms of rings.
That's got this movement, you know, it's going to move, it's going to work for you. And then you've got the option of then making it thicker by another thread.
Doubling it up,
or
yeah.
3 threads.
You could use macrame.
So
with the gemstones, in terms of gemstones, with a 0.25, could you do like a fine wrapping around it? Like almost like when you look into a golden rutile quartz and you see all those wonderful
you see the
spinning.
Threads, yeah. And I think when you've got the darker coloured wires, that's going to work, isn't it?
Really
the fine
beautifully.
stuff wouldn't really show up. Yeah.
And I think Deanna's saying, be warned, you might be asked to demonstrate that. As if we're not pressurising Paul B enough today. Then you've got a 0.4, a little bit thicker. Let me just have a little feel of that. Yes, now you could use 0.4 probably to make your own findings with. You could do some gizmo wrapping with 0.4.
And you might find, because you've got a selection, this is one of the best ideas, that you need to have these different thicknesses to find out if one of them's got a speciality that the others haven't. Because
I didn't think of that.
Oh, you've got it.
I've got a wire wrapped bracelet. Did you do this?
I didn't know. No, it popped up last night, so I don't know who'd done it.
Just to show you.
Amazing, isn't it?
Now this is on a 1mm, but you can use you can make your own findings out of this. Do we have any more jewellery, Jan, just so we can show some examples? I know we've got loads. And you double it over if you want to make your own findings. And that's been quite a fashionable thing to do at the moment, hasn't it? How fab is that? Now, with this 0.4, because I thought, oh, is it really, really fine? But it's not actually. It is finer, obviously, than your 1mm. But I'm just thinking doing some spirals with this. Using your flat nose. I haven't got any round noses.
I've got round nose.
Here. You could do some really nice spirals. Oh, thank you, my darling. Thank you. And this is with the 0.4 I'm using. Thank you, darling. Oh, wow, look at that wire wrapped lava kite. That's wonderful. So I'm going to show you. Okay, so that works really well. 0.4 is fine for doing your wire work. Hang on, look at this. I think you'd use a 0.4. This feels like a 0.4 as well, to frame a gemstone. And look, wow! How fabulous is that wire wrapping? So you could do that with a 0.4 really easily. Now, if you want to go a little bit denser, I'm going to show you. Now, some of these are 0.4. The blue is thicker. No, actually, that blue's the same as this. This is 0.4. But it's been put together with the green. Can you see? That's on the coil, on the gizmo. How fab is that? And that was Sheila that made that one. And then, just to show you, and the base, the copper base here that's the findings being made out of, that's definitely a 1mm. Isn't that wonderful? How dynamic is that? Wow! It just goes to show you all of the different ways in which you can use wire wrapping. Now, if you think, well, hang on a minute, I'm in on the deep end here. I've never wire wrapped before. Don't worry, you can go onto our website and you can buy our DVD for wire wrapping. It's just £4.95. Available, of course, on the phone lines too. We also do wire wrapping courses here at Jewellery Maker. If you want to get involved in one of our courses, just let us know. Just give us a call and book yourself in. Now, with wire wrapping, and don't forget you've got the purple here as well. So you've got all the options to cage the gemstones. You've got the purple and the blue. Now, all 3 reels of blue give you've got 10 metres of the 1mm, 10 metres of the 0.4 and 15 metres of the 0.25. That fine 0.25 is going to lend itself to macrame. It's going to lend itself to crochet. With the 0.4, we're thinking more about wrapping around the gemstones, using the gizmo as well. With the 1 mil, we're thinking about rings. We're thinking post and butterfly back earrings, because it's that density. It's got that ability to withstand it. It's very strong. So a ring or something like that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, with any of these, you can make your own jump rings as well. And if you're thinking about getting involved in Chow Mail tomorrow, you're going to need Jump Ring City in your house. IBG C81 is the item code. This kit is brand new in today. You've got the 2 strands of genuine gemstones, you've got the smoky quartz, and you've got the ice white crackle quartz, all for $14.95. You weren't expecting that price, neither, I can tell you, was I. You've got 4 spools of wire. It's called All Wrapped Up. And don't forget, if you want our Wirework DVD, it's £4.95, or you can go onto our website where there's some free tutorials that take you step by step. $14.95. Get yourself on those phone lines, 0800 644 655, or come shopping with us online here at Jewellery Maker, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. You will get a 30-day money-back guarantee, the opportunity to use your debit card or credit card, and if you're a first-time buyer, we'll give you a free tutorial DVD. We'll give you a free calendar, a free JM Hub magazine, and a free step-by-step book. We never leave you short. Make sure you go and like our Facebook page, where there's a community of like-minded jewellery-making lovelies, and you all just take inspiration off each other. And we do give you the designers' designs on our Facebook page after the show. £14.95. It's all wrapped up. IBG C81. Make sure you check out your baskets. Look at those colours. Aren't they gorgeous? And B, what are you thinking? Deanna's going to ask you to do a little wire wrapping. But actually, that's what you're doing, but with silver wire right now, isn't it?
I'm doing it with quite a thick silver wire.
So have you got a 1 mil over there?
No.
Is it thicker than 1? Or not quite 1?
I think this might have been a 0.8.
A 0.8?
Yeah, there was only a short length.
If you had a 1 mil, what would you do? How would you do a ring? I've got some of your favourite gemstones. How about you? Can you do? It's Deanna. It's not me making you do all this stuff.
That's
it's Deanna.
okay, yeah.
What would you like? The smoky quartz or the white crack quartz?
Oh,
or both.
Yeah, both.
Yeah,
please.
both.
Yeah.
All of them, and I'll bring all the different thicknesses of wire over to you.
Okay.
And we just ask you to do a very quick demonstration. I've uncoiled one, I'm afraid. Over we go, piggledy-po. Wow, you're doing some incredible, that's about to undo, isn't it?
I'm not doing very much, but what I've got is very intensive.
Wow.
So what have we got here?
I've got your 1 mil here if you need that, but I
okay.
accidentally undid it and it's about
That's okay, okay. All right, whoa, whoa.
Woo! It's got a mind of its own.
Now, let me just have a look at these, because if I was to do a ring, for instance, the gems become very important as to, you know, how they're going to fit on.
How they sit.
So, yeah, how they sit. So if we take that one and...
We like putting you on the spot today, girl, don't we?
It's stretching this wonderful brain, really. So, and then cutting it is...
Because I've wiggled it. You don't want to wiggle.
You just need to make sure that you've got hold of the end and so that it doesn't ping anywhere. So one of the ways you can do it, now this is the question, is that going to go through there? And very often, no. So the very thick one can be the construction for the ring base.
And then the very fine one.
And then you go to
so that's why you would need...
You need...
You've got
now
a 0.4.
The 0.4, we can check that. That should go through quite
that'll
nicely.
go through.
Okay.
Come on, Wiggler.
Once you undo it, because the whole
uncoils.
thing goes through. But you have to, really at that point, you just have to let it go and get on with it.
Yeah, let it do its thing. It'll soon get over it, won't it?
It will indeed. Now, I'm actually thinking a little bit broader, which was the end, that's it. I'm going to see.
So you need the 0.4 if you're going to make rings to thread through the gemstones.
You do need at least 2. I was thinking of kind of trying to get it like that.
How pretty would they be?
And of course they're drilled in a completely different way. So we'll make the ring first.
Okay, we pop it up there, then everyone can see.
Yeah.
That's the one, my darling.
Yeah. So it's probably easier with that one. Let's get that one set.
There we go. There you are.
There you can see through. You can see through the hole.
Oh, look how sparkly they are.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Aren't they gorgeous?
The sparkle is hiding the hole at the moment.
That is so sparkly.
Ah, there we are.
There we are.
I found it by accident. Okay. The thing about playing with wire is you literally just have to sit down and fiddle with it just till something happens.
I get absolutely lost with wire in the fact that it, I get lost in time. I've played with what I think is 10 minutes and I've been there for 3 hours because I just love it. I get enticed by it. I love it. It's so relaxing as well.
Now, somewhere here, sometimes you might have something to actually form the wire round, which is good. But if not, I'm going to cut a piece of this off and literally use my finger to do it.
You could use a big marker pen or something like that, can't you?
So literally just... And
you've got little diddy fingers.
Wow, they used to be smaller than this when I was younger.
Did they?
So it's quite easy, even with this, to manipulate it to a round. If you're using a mandrel, they're perfect because they give you, you know, they give you something to work
around.
towards.
Anything round is fine, isn't it?
And then I'm going to take it round twice.
Just for strength.
Just for strength. Now, if you found that was a little bit a bit thick, then you could go down to a 0.8. What was in this pack? There was a
1 mil, a 0.25 and a 0.4.
And a 0.4. Okay. It's possible to do it that, but you do many loops.
Yeah, you do quite a lot.
At some point, what you need to do, like we had an email, or was it Wall of Fame? One of the girls was building up her wire stash.
Yes.
And it's coloured wire, but it's also thicknesses.
Yeah.
So you have a variety.
Yeah, all the different colours and all the different thicknesses.
Yeah. So we've got an overlap. Okay. The overlap is the holding. Okay. Okay, it's nearly circular. In fact, when I was at art college making jewellery and doing things with solder and cutting,
I love soldering.
One of the things I discovered was a ring that was like a U shape with a bar on the top.
Yeah.
And it fitted the hand, it fitted the finger beautifully. And
really?
Very often, necks are not circular, they're oval, and so are fingers, slightly more oval.
Of course, yeah, but they're always round, aren't they?
Everything's. And so if you had a very thin ring, eventually it would actually take on the oval shape.
Yeah.
You know. So we've got that, so I haven't a clue what I'm doing next.
The beauty of it. Let's see what happens.
So now I'm going to try and get those two together, which is another challenge. Okie dokie. So I need to do something with that. So what you're actually seeing now
is
yeah, you could do that with it, or I'm going to see if I can do a zigzag with it. So what you're seeing a thought process, because this wasn't planned. So if we put that in, and if I use the pliers, then I could maybe build a base for the ring to go on top.
Ooh,
so
like a veil.
It's kind of it's going to go flatter than that, because what I'm going to do now is I want to get that piece flat and hold it at the same time.
Okay.
Right, fingers. Fingers are the things that are going to do all the work for you. You see it's going over.
Aha.
All right. And then if we get that one down, perfect.
Wow.
Okay, and then I'm going to see if I can squidge them. Yeah, technical words come up here.
It's a good word, squidge.
If you're a new tutor to Jewellery Maker, don't use official words. Go for silly words.
Squidge.
Okay.
And people remember them.
Exactly. And it is what you're doing. Now these are a bit of a nuisance, so I reckon that if I do that once more, they'll hide inside there. Now you have got special pliers, haven't you? Because at this point I'm putting so much pressure on this wire. It's obviously taken a bit off, but there are some pliers with the little protective
I've got
coating.
them. I'll get them for you. What do I do with them? I had them over here. Yes.
Because there's a little rubbing going on because I'm doing an awful lot.
There we are,
now,
my darling.
they may or may not be the right shape, but they're sure going to hold that together. Okay. And while I've got them, I'm going to push that and push that. Now, if you find something difficult to push, then I've got a little miniature anvil at home. It's a tiny little thing.
miniature what?
An anvil.
What's an anvil?
An anvil, A-N-V-I-L, anvil, like
Anvil.
anvil as in people might.
I don't know what an anvil is.
So that you make metal things on an anvil.
Oh.
It's like a metal thing from metal.
I know what you mean.
You know.
The little square and then the tap,
Right,
tap, tap.
well.
Yep.
And I would press this wire against it to get it to do what I want.
Okay.
Okay. But if not, then I can actually press it against something else. Can you see? You can use other things, and then hopefully
Pinch
get
it
it,
down.
pinch it
Yay.
over.
Now we're cooking with gas.
We're going. Okay. I've only made a couple of things, so that's gone exactly where I needed it to go, between that and that. So these are very useful because they've got this plastic rather than the metal.
It's more gentle.
And it's gentle, yeah. Do you ever do this and find that you've got your tongues
I'm
together?
mesmerised. Yeah, I'm in a trance watching you. I'm learning.
Push that down, okay. And then, can you see, you can use the pliers in all sorts of ways. Now, those two pieces should be out of the way, so there's no and
Sharpies.
this is actually ending up as a little finger ring.
Oh,
Or it'll
lovely.
fit your tiny fingers,
I
not
think
mine.
you've got tinier fingers.
No, I
I've got
think- I
quite
think-
big fingers.
No, look,
fits.
perfect. So what happens during the making is that something reduces a little bit, so you always make it a little bit bigger. Now we've got the little problem. How are we going to get this little rascal on here?
Oh, how indeed.
How indeed. Okay.
Rascal.
So,
You're a rascal. I love that word.
well, by the time you fiddle with something, you do tend to call it names.
Yeah, you rascal.
I'm just flattening this because I want a really, really flat top.
Have you got an idea what you're
No, I
gonna do?
haven't. Not a clue. All right. And my idea is, you can see maybe
could you
how
sort of
it's
rope it
going
around
to be.
now?
So now is the roping. Have I got enough there? Probably not. So
You can always take more, you get loads in there.
You do, even if it's unravelled. It's still on the coil, and really, by the time you need that much coming off the coil and cut
You
it
can,
there.
yeah, well you just put it to one side.
Fine, yeah. It's not going to go anywhere even if it comes off, because it's going to
No.
sit like that. It's quite used to being on the roll.
Yeah.
So now we're going to see if we can coil. Oh, I've lost them. Okay.
There he is.
Then I have to decide if I'm going to wrap from two sides or one. So all these decisions. The difficulty here is that you've got to hold that and hold this at the
Yeah.
same time. So from this on, it's going to be a real experiment how we get it to go. Now, I'm going to see if I can shorten this a little bit, because this can be a nuisance. I want it to wrap
Cool
through
around,
there.
yeah.
So I'm going to take a chance and cut. If by chance it's wrong, I can take this off from here.
Yes, yes,
and
you
do
don't
it
have to
again.
unravel it
so,
all.
when I've done this before, this is the balancing act where we've got that in position, and this little wire is going to come through. Okay. And it's a bit like sewing, really. If you're into sewing, it's no different, really.
Just going through and out, isn't it?
Through and out.
And keep it taut.
And keep it in line. On previous occasions, what I've actually done with this is to make this a solid piece, and
Yeah.
then the final kind of sewing. But I've used, on that occasion, I had tiny little rubies that I managed to get hold of from here,
Oh,
and they were absolutely gorgeous.
I love those rubies.
So we've got a fairly flat bead. I'm going to hold it in a slightly different way. Now, there's different ways of holding. I did bring some, and I can't spot it at the moment, so it's still in the case. I have some
Thingamajigs.
masking tape that I sometimes put on that would hold. So we'll
So it
see.
holds it in
We'll
place.
see if we can do it without. So I'm going to start threading this round and through. Whoops. The wire is so malleable; it's doing its own thing at the moment. Okay. Get all the fingers helping. Okay. Now, I've got a good grip on it. Now this is where the even better grip is putting it in position.
Again, the second time.
Yeah. This wire is brilliant because this wire will hide back through something.
It's a nice thickness, that wire, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. You can do so many things.
And it
with
stays
the
in
0.4.
place as well, rather than the beading thread's great, but it would probably try and form its own shape. Yeah?
Strangely enough, I have used the beading thread.
Oh, and it worked. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got 3 turned round there, so I'm going to get it the other side, okay. And it's kind of staying in position already, so that's a good idea. And all it's doing at the moment, I've only got it looped to the side of that. Okay, hold it again and thread it round. Now, once you've worked the idea out, it's great. Now, you see this line, watch there, the thread can sometimes make a kink.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is unkink it. Yeah. And just check that
we don't have any kinkiness.
We don't want
today's
kinky
show,
wire today, thank you. No kinky wire.
That's for later on.
Now, the thing with the wire wrapping is it's the amount that you do that makes the process. This is just very fine at the moment. But imagine this is going to be a base for doing something else on top, which is the finishing thing. So it actually feels, it's like a diamond ring at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
Pop that on your finger and then we'll get a feel of how it's sitting quite nicely.
Thank you so much.
Okay, all right.
How gorgeous. Oh, I love that. And imagine a pair of matching earrings. That'd be so pretty. It's all about the gemstone, isn't it?
The only thing that's holding it on there is this 0.4
wire.
Yeah, now I don't think I'm trying to find it again. It didn't feel as if it might take a day. I'm going to have another little look and see if we can wrap it a little bit more.
Could you go around it as well?
Yes, you can go around it through it. I'm going to take this one through, and the experiment is it will go through because you can see daylight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's now.
Oh yeah, it's gone through. I see what you mean.
Yeah, and every time you're doing something, you're supporting it a bit more because now it's got 2 shoulders and it only had one before. That's the one I'm pulling. Okay, now this is the experiment. Is it going to take a third one? Is this one that needs to go through it? Can you see what I always do? I pull that to straighten this out. Now this is the gamble. And it doesn't feel like it wants to go through, which is not a problem really, because now we're going to start wrapping. So I can take this round, and what I want to do is straight away I'm going to tuck that down and take this round.
Round and round, yeah, that'll make it nice and
round and round and round. Now, you see that little piece that's there?
Yeah.
The trick here is to get it going somewhere and to pull it so that it's tied off. So it's going to wrap through part of this. Fine, there we go.
There we are.
There we go. So you need pliers. And if
you always need these tools.
Pull the right one, of course. There we go. That might just wrap round again and hide a bit further. I'm going to leave that one just currently, and then, whoops, see if it's still sitting okay. And then this one can wrap round as well. Now, in the wrapping, you need to make sure that I've just pushed something back in there. That little end now is going to go down and round. And for a very quick idea that I hadn't worked out and didn't know was going to happen, it's looking okay.
I love it.
To get the wire absolutely on there, you'd need a stronger wire that would almost. It is, yeah, it's very diamond. I'm just going to cut that for the moment so we can see, just to get a feel of. It could go a little bit tighter, but just to get a feel, it feels quite substantial now.
It's gorgeous.
And so, once you've got the little skeleton together, okay, then you do more and more and more, because if you notice all the designs, they really, really are well wrapped.
I love this though, because it's nice and simple.
Yeah. Every design will change depending on the shape of the stone.
I love that. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You need to be on the phone lines for this one because it's flying out the door. You get 4 spools of wire with the purple and the 3 of the navy, and you also get those gorgeous cracked quartz and those must-have smoky quartz for under £15, an absolute no-brainer, as RB would say. Get it in your life. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. And if you're shopping with us online, then get yourself checking out your baskets as soon as you possibly can. These are your favourites, aren't they, these ice white quartz?
These, yeah, I love every single shape that these come in.
They're gorgeous. Oh, we've got a text, I'm just being, from Yorkshire, of all places. And it's from Bev, and she says, oh, Jenny, your horse has shoes on. The farrier would use an anvil to correct them. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, too busy gossiping with my farrier. Farriers are the worst for gossiping.
End. Yeah. I've got a miniature one, this big.
I know what you mean.
Which is brilliant for doing miniature
work. Because he uses a big one and bang, bang, bang on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Now I know what you mean. Now I know what you mean. Have a look. $14.95. Thanks, Bev. We're going to go for a very quick break. And after we come back, we've got that gorgeous neon blue apatite, and that's a strand never ever been seen before. We've also got another gorgeous bundle and another fabulous kit. And don't forget to grab this as quick as you can, because for under £15, you've just got such an opportunity. If you want to give us a text in, it's 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message, and we'll read it out if it's clean, live on air. Maybe you want to give your kids a shout out. Maybe they want you to put something on and you want to watch Jewellery Maker. Thank you very much. Give us a text in and we'll give them away. But we'll see you in a couple of seconds just after this.
Well, here at Jewellery Maker, we have absolutely everything that the experienced jewellery maker requires. We also have absolutely everything that a beginner would require. But for the more experienced jewellery maker who has probably encouraged their own creativity, perhaps by buying the kits in the first place, they then move on and become able to look at the gemstones strands that we carry and the findings, and almost make up their own kits, their custom-made kits. And then they're able to put together a beautiful piece of jewellery, possibly that they've even seen in a store in the high street or something, but put it together themselves, and there's nothing more rewarding than doing just that.
Excuse me, ma'am, but you just caught me in the studio. Don't forget to send in your Wall of Fame entries for the Elvis show on the 16th of August. Email your entries to studio@jewellerymaker.com. Mark your entry Elvis, and the best one wins a prize. Thank you very much.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Hold the jump ring firmly in your flat nose pliers. Then using your wire cutters, make a sharp snip. Remember, when opening a jump ring, only open north to south.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.
Oh, Hello, my darlings. I know you're as excited as I am about this apatite. It's absolutely amazing. The clarity is fantastic. Look at this strand. And we have had a few strands in this shape from the same place of high-end luxury. And they are high-end strands, they are. Look at the colour. There's no mistaking it. There's no other gemstone in the world that gives you colour naturally like that, is there? It's just beautiful. And there's clarity to this gemstone like you would not believe. It's coming up for you in about half an hour's time. Sit tight and wait for that one. I can't believe it's 12:05 already. Now we've got a 3-strand pack to bring you. Still a few of the gorgeous box sets and organza gift bags. This 3-strand gift pack is amazing in so many different ways. If you're doing jewellery making with your children over the holidays, you need this strand. Mia's used a strand similar to this, but they were round so many times. I love this gorgeous colour. That aqua colour is beautiful, isn't it? And then you've got the fluorite. So you've got some clarity in there with the fluorite. You've got those purples and those blues and those greens from the fluorite. The other two, that aqua blue chrysite is just gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that colour. But these are so fun. They're like sweeties. You've got bright greens, you've got bright yellows, you've got bright pinks, and you've got the bright whites. They're perfect for summertime jewellery. They're perfect for doing jewellery with your children because they love working with the bright colours, don't they? And they're just perfect if you want to do some fun collections. You know, the girls just want to have fun collections. These would look fantastic with them. Let me just pop that off so you can see. So you've got that fluorite, you've got that magnesite, and you've got that wonderful aqua. Isn't it gorgeous? You're on the phone lines for all 3 of these. You pay one price. Fun, bright, funky jewellery that you're going to make. Maybe you want to put this strand, I think these two go really nicely together actually. And then maybe these two, that fluorite can lend itself, and then these two are really bright. Actually, you would put them all together, wouldn't you? Because you've got purple in that strand. Think about the funky designs that you can use. And I love the fact that this strand has 2 different shapes. FAG C58 is your item code, brand new in today, never seen before. Come and get yourself involved. It's fab to have your company today. At $12.95 for all 3 strands, and to say you've got fluorite in here. What a wonderful price tag. They do blend nicely together, don't they? They do. And they look gorgeous in some funky, fresh pieces. And if you haven't got any of those gemstones, maybe you try to do some more subtle tones. You've got to have everybody's taste in your collection, because that makes you more of a versatile jewellery maker. And because when you're displaying your jewellery, you've got to think everybody has different tastes, everybody has a different outfit that they want certain gemstones to go with, and this is a great way of grabbing those strands for a very low price tag at £12.95. Fluorite, I think, goes with most things. I think this bright coloured strand you'd maybe take individually, put them all together, restrand them. They're just fun, aren't they? They're so much fun. £12.95. FAG C58 is your item code. The Colourful Life collection. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker. It does go fab with the boxes. It does, doesn't it? You might just want to buy this strand just because the boxes look awesome. Oh my gosh, imagine putting a tassel at the top of the box. You could do that, couldn't you? I love it. Gem-encrusted boxes. That would be fantastic. That would be a bit over luxurious. I like it. We all like to overindulge sometimes. This is the way to do it. I mean, it's just look at that price tag. It's tiny. £12.95. You've got 3 strands. Look at those colours. They are gorgeous. It is such a summery strand, isn't it? And I'm thinking about, have you seen the toe thongs that people have done? That would be good with this, wouldn't it? Because they're bright, really nice anklet you could make, real fun. Jewellery, and I'd be very tempted to just restrand it because I like the way it's arranged already, do you? I mean, it's a very vibrant strand. I love those pinks, very girly, very fresh, quite Rihanna. Do you know what I mean? Quite, yeah, Katy Perry, Rihanna kind of strand, isn't it? So it would really appeal to your younger clientele. £12.95. Stay where you are on those phone lines. We're going to move on to... Jack's bringing it to me. What are you bringing me, Jack? I'm going to show you. Now, there's still just a few of the opals left, is there? Just to let you know. We've got only a tiny amount of the opal left, but if you want it, you've got to be quick. The appetite is coming up for you in about 20 minutes' time. You certainly need to stay tuned for that one. We're going to bring you now to our next kit of the day. Our final kit of the day. Look at this tiger's eye. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. What a wonderful strand of tiger's eye. Look at that quality. I love tiger's eye too. Chloe just went, I love tiger. This is ridiculous quality, isn't it great? I bet Bee like working with this one. Now have a look. These pearls, shell pearls, are very, very slightly faceted, and the rich colours look fantastic together. I'm thinking of winter weddings when I'm seeing these colours together. Think about what you think. Do you think winter weddings when you see those colours together? I do. Those red wines, and those caramels. Then look at these smoky quartz. Oh my gosh. These are beautiful together. You get your monofilament, your elastic, and your silver coloured beading thread. You've also got your solid sterling silver findings with this kit and your organza gift bags. It's very luxurious. The jewellery that Bee has made is fantastic. You wait till you see it. 0800 644 655. So you've got 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, you've got 3 bolt rings in this, and you get 3 bolt rings, sorry, yeah, no, it's not that one. It's not that one. So you've got 43 pieces of solid sterling silver. Have a little look. But you also get, that's not showing 3 bolt rings, is it? But you also get 3 bolt rings with it as well. You've got your black and purple organza gift bags. 3 strands of gorgeous gemstones. All your solid sterling silver, your 43 pieces of solid sterling silver. You've got 50 meters of silver colored beading thread, over 6 meters of clear elastic, and you've got 150 meters of monofilament. You've got your burgundy shell pearl, which is a real deep mulled wine. You've got your smoky quartz faceted puffy coins. Have a look. I'm going to show them individually, actually. I'm going to show... Look at that colour. It's like mulled wine. Really spicy red, isn't it? They're gorgeous. Deep burgundy. Now, you've also got your smoky quartz. Have a look at this. Look at the sparkle. I know, and that ring idea would work really well with one of these. They are 14 millimeters. And the tiger's eye, just look from there. That is a dramatic strand of tiger's eye. Very, very good quality tiger's eye. It's called Songbird, and the item code is XFG C67, and your price tag is just £24.95. And because these are all gorgeous gemstones that are very popular, you've got to act fast. 43 pieces of solid sterling silver, all of the elements you need to make yourself some absolutely beautiful jewellery. And again, she's done herself proud, and again, she's done some beautiful, beautiful designs. We're going to go over to Bee in just a second. You need to get yourself on the phone lines, 0800 644 655, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. If you're shopping with us online today, make sure you check out your baskets. Otherwise, you could miss out, and then you'll be Facebooking me, and I will feel guilty. I love this kit, Bee. I love these earrings. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look what you've done. Oh wow, and that's made out of elastic.
Yeah,
you are a clever Bee.
The idea of the needle and crocheting is that you can do it if. Remember, I did it with the double wire, but that's the original start with the single wire. That's the single wire, and then that's the elastic.
Isn't that something?
And so
I'm gonna put that on because they can't see it with the white.
Yeah.
And have you got like a little?
there's no fastening, and you don't need a fastening.
I'm scared.
It should be
strong,
okay.
actually.
Yeah,
It's strong.
it was made pretty small, and then the nice thing is that you can have the little
dangles,
there,
and
which
it's
I think is
really
beautiful.
subtle. Oh, I love that bee. That's fantastic. Was it easy to make?
Yes.
Be honest. Really? Even with the... Because didn't
Really.
it keep trying to boing back into itself?
No.
No, it was all right.
I mean, that's the same idea, but with more on.
Oh my gosh, I didn't
And
see that.
I've left those loose because you can see with the start and the end. And the only thing is I had a bit
Is
of
that
gap.
macrame then?
Yeah. So it's the same. It's
Oh,
the same
you
as
are
that.
so clever.
But there's less beads on one and more on another.
So macrame
So
on
it's
this
taken
one.
stretches into a bit of a new dimension, I
Oh,
think, isn't it?
love this.
So you
I
can-
love this idea.
You can knot elastic, but you can also macrame. It's got its own little dimension, which is because it stretches, you've got to be a little bit gentle, let's
So
say.
there's the macrame, and there's the crochet. Oh, you are clever.
So-
love the earrings. Love them. Have a look. Aren't they fab? Aren't they gorgeous? Then look, crochet earrings too. Woo! Oh, you are so clever. Crochet bracelet. Look at the necklaces. Aren't they fab? And I love this dangle. Aren't those tiger's eye amazing quality?
And the red bead that goes beautiful with it. Those two
Oh,
heavy,
they're
heavy
gorgeous.
necklaces, really, aren't they?
Oh,
But
yeah.
I love that centrepiece that's different.
Me
I mean, it
too.
could go all the way around
That would look nice on a hairband as well, you know.
Yeah. So
You
I
could
thought,
really- oh,
I thought
yeah.
I'd do a demo. Now, we did have the purple elastic, but it was a bit thinner, so I'll stay with that one on
Okay,
this colour
yeah.
here. And,
Which one are you going to do?
well, they're similar. So I just need some beads, and then we're
I'll
away.
bring you some,
So
I'll bring you
I'm
some.
going to then show you
Wait
the
there.
best way of getting ready to do something is you're going to put the beads on to the elastic. That's the only thing to remember. I've done this a few times, but it's good practice. So if we take a nice round, or would you like
You
that
can do
one?
this
'Cause
one?
I haven't done
Which-
too much with
Okay,
that
yeah,
one.
whichever
Okay.
you feel.
Right.
And which design are we going to do? There's this one.
I think I'll try and do a bead and a single design.
Oh,
I
you've
think.
used the smoky quartz in this as well,
Yeah,
actually.
no, only as a little feature. So now I've got to remember, thread the beads on. So if I thread on 5, okay, 5 spread out. So I'll have, and if you actually do it rather like as a pattern there, you know your end product's going to be about that big. Let's put it a bit further over. Roughly speaking, you can guess how many beads you might need. And you can also then guess how many stitches, if you like, to put in between. So if I put 5 in between, we'll see how we go on.
Oh.
So now I'm going to thread these on. So if you wanted one with more, if you put more on, you don't have to use them all. These are brilliant.
Well, what would you do with them if you put them all
Well,
on?
I mean,
and
they're
you
just going to be
snip
there,
it.
aren't
Right,
they?
okay.
Yeah, snip them off. Or just. But if you haven't got enough, that's a bit of a nuisance. So I'm going to say 5, but I'm actually going to put
Always
7.
better to have more than not enough.
Better, more. And these are fabulous. You can usually tell what the beads are like for the holes because of the cotton that it's going through. Or sometimes it's very thick plastic, isn't it? Look for the shine on the edge of the hole, and you usually find it quite quickly. So there's 7 on there now, so they can go up there out of the way and get this started. So I'm working along here, and that's the end. That can be tied off or knotted, or if the bead is big enough, I sometimes put knots back into the bead.
Yeah, you can push it in,
You
can't
push
you?
it in,
Yeah.
So
You've made a
there's-
cross on your thumb.
yeah, cross, and I've taken one part of the cross, and then I go over to there,
Ooh.
and you can see the space, and there's the first knot,
And pull it.
and pull it. Okay, this doesn't matter. Okay, and then the tension here is going to be a little bit different. So you get it so that if it goes round your finger and across your hand, your fingers are the tension.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the one thing you can't do with elastic is have it tight. It does not like it because it's got its own dimension. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and you can see the size of the stitch, if you like. 3, 4. You see how fast it is?
Wow.
5. I mean, look.
Really fast.
Really fast. And
you could have gone dead quick there, but you're demonstrating as well.
So we bring one of those in. Now, this has got to go round it. And if you get the... I'm looking for the earring.
These ones?
Yeah, that demonstrates the space that the wire needs on either side of this particular big circular bead. Okay, otherwise it'll sit funny.
Gorgeous.
So we get that back across the hand. This comes in, and then you just work across it. Whoops! I've got my stitch locked a bit. Okay. You see what the elastic wants to do? Oh.
Yeah, boing back into position.
Yeah, this one's boinging.
Behave.
That's because I let go of it.
Ah.
If I hadn't let go of it, but we'll just pursue the bead. Okay. Get it set. Bring it across.
Slip
in.
in.
Come on, bead. Get over. Okay.
Get over with you.
And then there. Okay. That's going to sit quite nicely there. Let's do a few more. We'll get everything set and ready. Okay. But you see, this is a lot more difficult than the other one that kind of stays in position.
Yeah, the beading wire stays in position.
And then I'm going to put that down for a minute. I'll do a few more. And if you remember this one, this is where I'm experimenting.
Oh, with the black.
With the double. If we follow those round, probably find that it's a double. So then you have to pull loads off, double it back, thread on. So you might thread one on one and one on the other. The two may or may not go through the bead. Okay. Get hold of it, span it across the hand, pull back the... Okay. And then take another stitch. And now I'll get hold of that. That's the control. And then
pull it through.
2, 3, 4, and that means that's how easy it is. And then you pull another one in. Oops. Over the finger, over the hand. You've got control, and this is the bit that I hold because that's catching everything. Pull the bead back, and then capture that. That's the hardest thing.
Catching on.
1, 2.
There we go.
Now it's not slipping through the hand. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see how quick.
Wow.
Okay, halfway along. Pass another one.
It is a very quick technique, actually, for such a big result. It looks like something that's going to take you hours, but it doesn't, does it?
No. And the thing about we're looking for something different that doesn't take too much time. Time is money. When you're pricing your work, you've got to allow for
your
being
time.
paid.
Absolutely.
Because you start to get an expert at it. See how quick that is? It's nearly done. I'm going to put one more on. 4 is an odd number, as I usually say to my artists.
4 is an odd number to use.
Yeah. 5s. If you're a florist, you'll go with 1, 3s and 5s.
Do you?
So do artists, yeah.
Really? Just because it looks better?
So then the other numbers become odd.
Yeah.
1, 2, oops. 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Finished.
Lovely.
Okay, take it off. Cut the excess there. So the ones I said didn't use are still here. Fine.
Fab.
And the only bit that went a bit kooky, because I let go of it, was this bit at the beginning. You see, when I've held it, it's behaved quite well here.
Yeah.
But you see, it does want to sort of retract.
Yeah.
But then it's what it is. Now, because this isn't locked off, I've lost a couple of stitches there, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
But when you stretch it on as a stretchy, it kind of will take its own form then. Because these ones don't.
If I
these ones haven't.
No, because they've been tied off. So if I just tie that, so this is a knotting, and then do you remember you've got a little dangle on one of them? That means I can thread beads on the end of these, and these are the feature. You don't have to cut them off. And so if you'll find that is probably a little bit too big.
How wonderful is that? And 2-second job, isn't it?
The nice thing is, there's so many colours in the elastic.
And they're so light. You hardly know you're wearing it.
You don't know it's there. No, you don't.
How great! And again, if you do get allergic to metal, what a great way of having chain. But
yeah, no problem.
You know, no problem at all. $24.95 for this kit. So it's one of our lowest priced kits of the day. And you know what? That leads us to Wofferamo.
Oh. Okay, I've got number 264.
Pretty.
Okay, this is from Michelle. Michelle Henderson. Hi there, please find my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A stretchy peridot bracelet. Well, we like stretches. And it's got a sterling silver butterfly charm, all from JM. Loving the shows, although gutted that I missed the pound price slash
Oh, I know.
week. I missed it as well.
I did too.
Oh dear.
Crazy, eh? Crazy. I love the fact you've got nice bright colours. This is my favourite colour, as you all know.
Fabulous.
Butterflies are so pretty. That'd be nice as an anklet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
I've got number 267, which is all about the mystical purples, and you've used, I love the hematite and the purple together. It's gorgeous. And it's from Jane in Plymouth, and she says, hi everyone at Jewellery Maker. I've only been making jewellery for a short while, and this is my first attempt at a necklace and earrings. All items are from JM. I've purchased many, first attempt is amazing. I've purchased many beautiful gems and findings. I'm currently off work recovering from a knee operation, and watching your show, acquiring gems and designing and making jewellery is making my time at home more enjoyable. Do you know what? My friend broke her leg on horse riding, and she started jewellery making. I got her into it, and she can't stop now. I love the gems at JM, and I'm looking forward to receiving my next delivery. Best wishes from Jane in Plymouth. Thank you, Jane. You're number 267. Amazing first attempt. Amazing.
There's an awful lot
at that.
This mega jewellery here.
Fab.
I can see 1, 2. Oh.
What is this, enamel or resin? Isn't it fantastic?
It could be the resin. Oh, this is Claire Porter-Carey, a.k.a. Lily Mouse Lily.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I've seen Lily Mouse Lily.
I've not entered the Wall of Fame for a while, but I thought that I would share a few of my resin pieces that I've made, and I'm especially pleased with the large dragonfly. I had the pendant in my stash for a while and decided that using the cold enamelling technique with the resin was the best way to show it off and add an extra dimension. It was a few days' work, but I think it was worth it. Thank you for bringing us the resin. It was a medium that I wanted to try for a while, but just wasn't sure how or where to get started. Claire's instructions were very clear and easy to follow, and now I have a new obsession in my life. Fingers crossed for a win, as I could really do with building my stash up again. Thanks. Claire Porter-Carey.
It's nice when the fact that there are so many aspects of jewellery making, it doesn't just stop, you know, at the norm, if you like, because there's always something, isn't there? I mean, it starts off with a stretchy, and it just escalates from there into who knows where. Yeah. Yes. And I've got and another example of the fact that you can it just escalates is wire wrapping, and I've got number 266, which is a brilliant example of wire wrapping. You made your own findings, you've done some gizmo work, and gizmos are available on online or just by giving us a call. And we do have a wire work DVD and wire work workshops as well. This is from Brian Kennedy. Oh no, it's not, it's from Jeannie Kennedy. And Jeannie says, good morning to the JM team. Attached this week's entry to the wall. The necklace is made from peach aventurine and 0.6 copper wire. Hope everybody who attended the Summer Sparkle Ball had a great night and not too many hangovers. Another inspirational week of demos and techniques. Regards to all from Jeannie Kennedy. Jeannie, it's gorgeous. I love aventurine, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's super.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Now, on Thursday, we're going to have an Elvis-inspired day, so please send us your Elvis-inspired Wall of Fame entries. Details of how to do that coming up right now.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am, but you just caught me in the studio. Don't forget to send in your Wall of Fame entries for the Elvis show on the 16th of August. Email your entries to studio@jewellerymaker.com. Mark your entry Elvis, and the best one wins a prize. Thank you very much.
Add to your collection with our Wirework DVD, which is full of hints, tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designer Laura Binding as she takes you through how to create the Tree of Life, the Herringbone Weave and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 6444 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Come and join in the fun with guest designer and resin expert Claire John as she teaches you all the fundamentals of working with resin. This one-day workshop will introduce the colourful world of resin techniques to jewellers and crafters alike. Resin has been used in modern jewellery for over 40 years and has come a long way in that time. It can be used as cold enamel and for making solid resin pieces. In this workshop, you will primarily learn about cold enamel and will make at least 3 pieces. Firstly, you will be shown how to mix clear resins and transparent coloured resins. You will also embed photos, beads, fabric, dried flowers and other materials. The finishing touch will be to learn how to put a doming layer on your work. And you will find out how to use resin without needing expensive equipment and learn all the tricks of the trade to overcome any problems. This workshop is suitable for beginners or for those who wish to refresh their skills. Participants will also get the use of all the tools, a buffet-style lunch, refreshments and a tour of the new studios and meet some of the presenters and a chance to visit our brand new Gemstone Museum. All for this fantastic price. Call the on-screen number now and book your place early to avoid disappointment. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Want to learn more about resin? Then why not come and join us on our Introduction to Resin course. Join resin expert Claire John as she guides you through mixing, blending colours, hardening, using resin in jewellery and how to embellish your designs. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios and meet the presenters. The full course includes a complete resin starter kit packed full of all the essentials you'll need. All this for just £99.95. For details on course dates and availability, contact our call centre now on 0800 644 655. We look forward to seeing you.
It's appetite time. So many of you on Facebook cannot wait for this one. Get yourself on the phone lines. We have had text after text. When is it going to be the appetite? Have a look at this beautiful strand of neon blue apatite, brand new, fresh in the building this morning, and it's from a very high-end collection that we have. You've seen that we've got the moonstone, you've seen the opal. This is the neon blue apatite. Some apatites derive from fossilized dinosaur bones. This is an electric blue that no other gemstone gives you. Think about staring into the most mesmerizing of blue eyes and it still doesn't quite get it. Apatite, so unique in its color, so fabulous in its vibrance. Look at the fact that each one of these has fantastic clarity. Just icy blue, wonderful, cool gemstones that really are going to add some breathtaking colour to your collection. And you know what? It's hardly ever, it does look prey tourmaline in colour almost, doesn't it? Hardly ever that we get. When have we ever had neon blue apatite? I've never seen it. Look at that colour. It's fresh, it's vibrant. We've seen apatite maybe once or twice. Neon blue apatite, never here at Jewellery Maker. You need to be on the phone with that wonderful colour. Look at that colour, oh my word, the clarity. This is an exceptional opportunity for you to get in your collection a gemstone that perhaps you've never ever worked with. And if you have, perhaps you've paid, what, 60, 70 pounds at the least per strand. You've got 50 carats here, so that would be absolutely acceptable. Look at that blue. It does look, Chloe's just saying, seeing that blue makes me want to go on holiday. It's because it's fresh and it's fun and it's beautiful. A real Caribbean sea kind of colour, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Look at that, and I think when your customers take a look at your jewellery, they're going to be reminded of the blue skies and the blue sea of their favourite holiday, and they're going to love it. Tropical colours in a genuine gemstone. The clarity, again, exceptional. This is your opportunity to own the only strand of neon blue apatite that we have, coming from an exclusive collection, already a limited edition strand, even for the day show, because we try and give you as big a quantities as we can because we repeat the shows, but it is a limited edition. So if you want it and you don't ever want to stop using it, you need to buy this in bulk. Beautiful neon blue apatite in graduated squares between 4 and 5 mil. Centre drilled, brand new in today, never ever seen before. Just £11.95. Oh my gosh, you've got 60 carats. You absolutely have to multi-buy this if you never ever want to run out of this wonderful gemstone. We can't keep promising you this gemstone. We've never ever had apatite of this vibrance. There is a queue on the phone lines. We've never ever had apatite of this quality. This is the finest strand of neon blue apatite that we have ever seen here at Jewellery Maker. It's the only strand of neon blue apatite that I've ever seen here at Jewellery Maker. £11.95 is the most ridiculous price tag. Think about what you're mixing it with. Use it on its own for just the most incredible jewellery. Get yourself on the phone lines. Make sure you're checking out your baskets online, because so many of these have gone to telephone buyers already. If you've got it in your basket online, you have to check it out, or you do now risk missing out on this strand. I've got to let you know that we are now working towards very, very limited quantities, approaching over half of the stock has now already been allocated in the few minutes that I've shown you this strand at £11.95. Please remember that you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you do want to multi-buy, now is the time whilst the strand is still available. I can't promise that this is going to be available in the repeats, and quite frankly, it's looking like it's not going to be. At the moment, there are 45 people on the phone lines in a queue. Please bear with that queue. It is a couple of minutes long, but you know what? It's so worth it. Make sure you hit buttons as soon as you hear the automated message. If you are putting this into a basket on the website, I've got to urge you to check it out. If you don't check your basket out, the system will not hold it in place. £11, it will act as a wish list. It won't keep it in your basket. £11.95, a very small price to pay. But look at that, 50 carats of neon blue apatite. You've got to be really, really quick. £11.95, and we really do work towards selling out of this strand. I don't think it'll be available in the repeats. Try, but you need to now be checking out your baskets. £11.95 for one of the world's most vibrant colours in a genuine natural gemstone. Look at that. You can see it's glowing with clarity. £11.95. The item code for this is QTJK54. There are lots of you on the phone lines. If you're ringing and you're getting an engaged tone, please redial. If you don't want to get caught in a queue, you need to be shopping online with us right now. If you are shopping online with us, you need to check out your basket straight away. £11.95 is your price tag. Unbelievably low. As it stands, if everyone on the phone lines buys one, we will still have a few left over. But if anyone multi-buys, you are risking the fact that this is about to sell out. £11.95 is your price tag. There's a 2.5-minute queue on the phone lines. Please bear with it. If you are not picking up the phone now, you need to do so, because otherwise there is a chance that you are going to miss out. There are lots of people shopping online with us today. Make sure, I've got to keep urging you to check out your baskets, because I don't want to finish the show and for you to Facebook me and say thanks for not telling me. You need to check your baskets out now, otherwise you do majorly risk missing out. Be really quick. At £11.95, you've got yourself an absolute deal. Have a look with our early bird. We've still got a few of those left. With silver findings, they just work beautifully, don't they? So if you bought those, how fabulous. Now it makes it more delicate, doesn't it? £11.95. Can you believe that? I was actually thinking £30, £40, great price. For 50 carats, absolutely, of course. £11.95. Oh, there are lots of people multi-buying. Well done to everybody. And we've got some of the gifted packs are still available if you want some of those to wrap up your jewellery in a very professional way. Still available at £19.95. 80 organza gift bags. 9 gift boxes, 3 gift bags with tags, and 10 solid sterling silver findings. It's a great price tag. The £11.95 is for your neon blue appetite, and you know what? That does very fast move into selling out any second now. £11.95. I will keep you posted for that one. If you want it, you've got to act fast, because otherwise that opportunity is going to be taken away. Don't forget to multi-buy. If you're seeing something you love, multi-buy. Absolutely multi-buy. £11.95 is your price tag. So if you want some of the early bird, there's only a few of those remaining. Gorgeous strand. Let me just give you another. Before I move on, I've got to show you once more. So beautiful. Neon appetite. Absolutely stunning. Look at that table luster. They're centre drilled squares and they're gorgeous. You've got to have them. Please bear with the queues. They are now 4 minutes long. Please bear with the queues on the phone lines. It's definitely worth it. I'm going to keep you updated as much as I can. If people don't check out their baskets, you could be successful in the repeats. But at the moment, it does look like we're about to sell out of that one. Oh, it's gone. It's all been allocated. I'm so sorry. It's now all been allocated. So if you're on the phone line, stay where you are. If not, I think you've missed out. Goodness gracious me. Now, we are gonna, so don't forget, still available a few of the gifted packs. If you want those, it's still available. £19.95 is your price tag. And we have got your early birds still available as well. Not many of the early birds left, but, and you don't only get 3, you get loads, don't you? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, you get 10. £11.95. Right, my lovers, are you ready for us, Bea? Are you nearly ready for us? Shall I feel for a minute? You are ready?
Ish.
You've got it done. Good. She's a good one, this one.
I've got one done.
Okay.
And
yeah, but it's a very intricate piece that you did for your challenge.
Oh, yes, yes.
And we've used those the ET beads.
I've used the ETs in it.
The ETs.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, we're going to come on over to our Bea. Let me just show you before I do the challenge that we gave to Bea today, which was the classical collection. Your crackle quartz, your shell, which Bea commented looks so much like mother of pearl, and your black onyx. Was it black onyx or black agate? It was. Oh, yes, that was it. I knew there was agate. Where's me tweezerooners? Where's me tweezers? They're all the way over there. Never mind. And you get 3 of the connector beads, so the agate connector beads. 3 of those. So you got your black onyx, cracked white quartz, and your shell. And you were making a massive saving, weren't you? Over a tenner, wasn't it? £24.95 is your price tag if you buy as a collection, the classical collection, EEG C38. What was it? 30. It was much more than £10 that you were saving by buying as a bulk. I thought it was 38, yeah. Yeah, £38.95 is the price tag you would pay if you were to buy them all individually. It's making a big saving. A big saving. Buy a bottle of wine or more gemstones, even better. £24.95, 0800 644 655. Let's go over to our Bea. All right, Bea, I'm coming over. Oh. Right. I am like an old woman, aren't I? Creaky. Let's have a look at what you've been doing. This is amazing, Bea. You are.
I've spent more time on that
than
anything. And is it handy to keep it on here?
Let's have a look.
Because I've done, do you remember the little stud earring idea?
Yes, you've done that
It's
there.
the same idea, but instead of
but here, they're like
pointing
floating.
the continuing wire to go through an ear, it's become a loop.
I love that.
And they're all a little bit different. That's like a double wrapped.
You're very neat with your wire work. Do you do that with head pins?
I think a couple of them are head pins because I ran out of the wire that was on the roll. I think this is 0.8 wire. If you can see, that's beautiful because it's a double. If I whiz this back, that's a single.
How did you do that?
Shall I show you?
Yes, please.
Because I've got a head pin here. I've got my tweezers to find it. In fact, it wasn't a head pin, it was the eye pin, because I used the loop of the eye pin. So
do you need
just
one of
take
these?
a minute to find a little eye pin. There's one. Okay. Oh, these are lovely.
I love them.
Gorgeous.
They're really classic. I'd wear those. They're like with a nice pair of linen trousers and
beautiful.
Oh yeah,
so
really
I'm going
beautiful.
to make the eye pin a little bit bigger there, and I need to keep that little bit of test because it's very important. I have lots of those at home. I have a whole tray load. So what I'm going to do is to just undo this a little bit, just to make it, I've just pushed it further down here, and then I'm going to turn it a little bit more and then turn it like that. So what I've made is a nice shape with a little kink in it there, so it fits quite nicely. And now I don't think this will go around twice, which is a shame. In fact, I'll finish this one, and there was a tiny little bit of wire. There's some wire here. There it is.
There it is.
And although it's a little bit thinner, I'll be able to show you the double wrap.
Okay.
So we'll undo that ready. So we'll finish this one off, and so that is the connector that goes.
Oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we're doing this one here.
So this one now is not wrapped. So there's variations on a theme, and whether the loop is rolled, that's a single one.
We're doing this bit here.
That's a rolled one, okay? So that makes another. Each one of these can be slightly different to everything else.
It just makes it feel organic then, doesn't it?
It makes it very, very unique. So now with one of this is just a little bit finish. I'm going to do a rolled loop, which is so quick to do. That's easy. And all I've done is sort of.
I love doing that, the little spirals.
It's just lovely. Yeah, it feels gorgeous.
Nice movement, isn't it?
And I'm going to make this a little bit shorter because that's a nuisance now. I'll take that away. Oops. There we go. And then we've got another one of these. And that wire fits lovely. But so did the thick wire. It's great. Now I'm going to wrap it. Now, with this being, you see, look how easy it is. It's so easy to wrap round, okay? So it's got to go past that one.
The bail.
Yeah. And can you see that it wants to spring out because it's quite a springy, thinner wire. So we'll pull it again, keep pulling it. Okay, and it's being a bit more springy, but by the time I get it all the way around, I'll have got it in position. Okay, you can see the potential there. So it's not quite wrapped once. I actually think this is harder to do than the slightly thicker wire.
Yeah, because it's trying to boing back.
It's boing is lovely. A technical word that's got to be in all your teaching. So for all the eminent jewellery teachers out there. But you see, look how I'm going around a second time now. And I'm trying to keep it very parallel. This is totally handwork. Your fingers will get really sore when you start doing this.
Could you use a thimble? You can't because you need them.
No, you need your fingers just to do it.
Gloves,
and very often I'm holding the thingy actually inside that sort of
the groove of your thumb.
Yeah. So we'll take
a
it
jewellery maker's groove.
When I was at college, your fingers got so hard, you had hard bits on all these, a bit like a guitarist. And this, we were shown first aid equipment right from the face, so it was quite useful. It was only in my first year, and we had blowpipes to heat the thing. It didn't have so you'd blow and heat the metal up, and the metal would eventually go white. And I got hold of the white metal, and I thought, I shouldn't be holding this in my hand, and very carefully, without panicking, put it in the acid, came back, very calmly went into the next room, got the stuff, sprayed my hand, and I never had a burn because my fingers were so thick.
Wow!
That all it did was to whiten the skin that was thick. Yeah, no.
Crikey!
I couldn't believe I was so calm.
Asbestos fingers, they
Asbestos
call it, don't
fingers,
they?
Yes. I had very long nails, and the nails used to scoop things up. It was great. So I'm having a little bit of a trouble because it wants to boing back.
I quite like it though, actually.
I think it's very independent of me, this little creature. I've got to get it to the other end to do something with it. Let's see if we can squash it in a little bit. Okay.
It's like, no, boing.
The thing about doing this is, I'm going to make you do what I want you to do, is the attitude.
You're the boss.
Okay. Now I'm going to cut it to get rid of the excess, about there-ish, ish. And now I'm going to make the turn back. So we start at the end. And you just make sure that as you spiral this, the two stay parallel, and then it's going to.
Oh, and it's just going to make it go tighter.
It's going to go tighter, yeah. So this will spiral, and it's doing very well because I need to end just here.
What neat.
Well, I've been doing it for so long, and there's the little.
So pretty.
It's quite springy. That could be a very neat idea to have as a pendant, where so they could actually hang from the bottom, and if it hangs from the bottom, all it does is tighten up. But currently we've got two components of the
to a chain.
I
love that. It's the same gemstone but totally different.
I've done lots of these that are the plain, but this is the new idea. That literally, how many years I've been doing those? Since 1980 and beyond, or earlier. And then I've worked out the way to do the ear stud. But this has only just happened, 30 years later. You know what I mean?
That's the great thing, that you're still learning. Because gosh, you never know it all, do you?
And suddenly you think, why didn't I think of that earlier?
Yeah, years ago.
And it doesn't really matter. So there's the two components. And I've tried to make every single one a little bit different. And because I ran out of
so pretty
the little plain loops, I've actually got some bolts on here.
Oh, yeah.
And the bolt ring is actually dangling.
And you've used it as a feature for a charm.
So it's a feature, yeah. So it's a fastening and it's also a feature.
Fabulous.
There should be another something on there. It's ready. But
you could put one of them on there.
Put one of those on.
How fabulous.
So I spent a long time on that. That was
it was worth it. And what are you in the middle of doing right now,
I was just trying to finish the feature, what to do with these gorgeous onyx connectors. They're amazing. Little beads would sort of fit in there.
Sit in there nicely, wouldn't they? Yeah.
But then this is where I've got so far. I turn it over, and it has a right way. That's the right way. You see the way those are sitting like that, and all I've got to do is literally finish that, and it's nearly finished. These are suspended, where
in like a stopper bead.
A stopper bead has gone back through itself, and it holds it and suspends it. And they're nice. I've got to put one on here, and then I'll put the fastening on. But that's quite cute, isn't it?
It's really cute. Just elevating those gemstones and making a feature out of them.
It's quite. And it would be quite interesting as a bracelet too.
Definitely. Well, I was thinking bracelet, definitely. Were you thinking necklace, or were you thinking?
I designed a necklace, but I could shorten it and do a bracelet.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? There's loads of ways you can utilise the agate connector beads.
That took a little bit of thinking about. So it really.
They could go in earrings as well, actually.
They could, yeah. I was trying to think. But if in your stash you might have the same crackle bead but smaller, and you could kind of make it come through, bundle it there, and then take the wire back out again. So you've kind of created like a knot situation that would suspend out into this gap here.
They're good, aren't they?
So there's a lot of possibilities.
You want to make your own findings out of wire? They would both. You could do
your own
little
finding.
Hooks either.
Yes, you could.
Side and make it nice and comfortable, couldn't you?
Yeah. And I hadn't thought about how it's going to fit, but it could possibly go into
Definitely. I was thinking that too. Could it go either way?
It's a bit wide,
I think a buckle fastening would be nice on a dress.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool as a buckle fastening with the chain
it would
buckles.
also work too with the organza. Take the organza straight through, straight back. Just literally organza.
Oh, yes.
The ribbon right
yeah, straight through and just to weigh it down.
Just to weigh it down, yeah.
Good idea.
So we're coming up with all the ideas now. We've had 3 hours, 4 hours to think about it.
Yeah, now we've had hours. There are loads of different things you can do with this, and your challenge, $24.95 today, you really are making a massive saving. It's a great price tag, isn't it?
If I'd put that much work into that, then
how
that
much would
be,
you?
Well, it's a bit
about
tricky.
30 quid at least.
At least.
It's solid sterling silver.
You have to be very careful. How much material have you got in? There's a lot of silver. There's a lot of findings because I've put the bolts on. There's a lot of beads. So you might do a simplified version. So sometimes you have the first one, the trial, and then work out the idea could still work in a simplified form and be much more affordable.
What price tag would you put on this bracelet be?
Well, it's got to be at least 30.
At least.
You know, it would be tempting to go a little bit more in.
Yeah, well, it's solid sterling silver, and actually when people realise that, I think they'd be more inclined to spend a little bit more money, especially if they're buying for a gift. Yeah. It's always fine. You don't want to spend it on yourself, but when it's on somebody else, it's fine.
Yes.
Do you find that?
And people work to a budget. I've had a student recently looking at my stuff, and for weeks and weeks and weeks, she's had a certain budget in mind, and she wanted to find the perfect match, and she did it eventually.
Oh,
which was lovely.
Right, now we're going to refresh you. We've got Jack waiting with his tray of delights. We're going to refresh you on all of the, thank you, darling, on all of the kits that we gave you today, the bundles. We've got the 10 spools of purple beading wire, the double drilled crackled white quartz, which that was a favourite of yours, wasn't it? Yeah. And you got the big shell plain faceted rounds. You had all of that purple wire. So think about if you were doing the crochet or the knitting or anything like that would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And you've got 10 spools of it, it's just going to go on and on and on.
It's the kind of thing that you can afford to, let's say, play around with.
Because you've got so much of it.
There's so much.
Yeah. Love it. And I love all those fresh ideas.
Without doubt, you will get more colours.
It's going to be the start of an obsession once you start working with that. It's easy to work with. It's really smooth to touch as well. Because I think people think, oh, beading thread, it's not going to be, it's really comfy.
Very, very, very lovely to work with. Yeah.
And really nice. It's almost feels silky when you touch it. It doesn't feel, and it's very strong. Under £20 for the Oceanic bundle. It's a great price tag. Isn't that a wonderful price tag? And actually, you totally need the tribal bundle as well. These are double drilled, also these black onyx, and they're a definite must-have. They're an absolute must-have for your collection. Aren't they great? They're fantastic, aren't they? You got the jasper in there as well, and the wood. Your tribal collection.
Looks lovely on the screen, but as we all keep saying, when you get them in your hand,
I always think it's so hard to do gemstones justice.
Yeah.
Very autumnal feel from these, but quite summery with the wood, I think, because you could do some beach babe pieces. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Have you worked with these before? They're huge.
I haven't done the wood
Look how smooth they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice and light as well.
And when you wear jewellery, you tend to touch it as well.
Yeah.
You know, earrings.
Yeah, you do, don't you? And when it feels smooth.
So
hey, we've only got 30 seconds left on the show.
Oh, wow.
How did that happen? Like that.
It disappeared.
It did. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, because you got me again after this, or throughout the day, and at 5 o'clock, me again. Sorry, and tomorrow, me again. Oh no, sorry. Probably throwing your slippers at the TV. Now, thank you so much for all of your company today. Thank you so much to be. It was an inspiration as always.
Fabulous to be here.
Oh, lovely to have you. Come back again.
I will, yes.
We'll see you later.
Yeah. Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat